I spent my boyfriend's birthday cooking and cleaning, but it's still not enough for him.
He wants you to be Cinderella.
My boyfriend, 33 male, and I, 25 female, have been together for 8 months. I'm putting myself through school and am working towards getting my 3rd degree. Because of this, I'm super broke and penny pinch in every way I can. My boyfriend is settled in his career with disposable income. So we have different habits when it comes to spending money. Our finances are completely separate. And by the way, this comes from International East 63. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Carly.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we'd do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, his birthday was last week, but I didn't get him a physical gift because all of the things he really wants or needs are wildly out of my budget. Instead, I woke up super early in the morning to make him a big special breakfast, French toast, eggs, bacon, and coffee, and brought it to him in bed. He's the type to work even on his birthday, so I also made him a special packed lunch, grilled chicken sandwich with pesto, mozzarella, cheese, veggies, the works, and rice on the side. While he was at work, I cleaned his whole house. I swept, dusted, mopped, picked up, and organized. Then I made his favorite dinner, penne vodka, and organized a movie night of his all-time favorites. When he got home, I gave him a handwritten happy birthday card before we ate dinner and watched the movies. I also planned a surprise party that weekend with his friends and family, which I also cleaned up everything after, and I thought he had a great time. But he admitted to me yesterday that he was upset and felt unimportant because I didn't get him an actual present. What was all that before?
That was kind of the present, dude.
I reminded him about my financial situation. He said it wasn't about the cost of the gift, but the gesture behind giving something, and it could have been something small. I asked him if everything else I did wasn't enough of a gesture, and he said that wasn't the point. Now we're both just upset at each other. So am I the a-hole for not getting my boyfriend a physical birthday present?
I don't think you're the a-hole, but if gift giving or receiving is someone's big love language, that's a good thing to work out early on.
Yes.
And even
completely
if you
agree.
don't have the budget, you can get him something tiny.
Yeah. And I mean, clearly that's what he prefers.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe instead of, I mean, if you could afford it, maybe instead of doing all of the cooking and getting all the groceries for that, or like just limiting the amount that you did that day, you could spend like, you could make something for him, or I don't know, sometimes you can like thrift cool clothes or something.
Now, I don't think that you're the a-hole for this time because you didn't know.
You didn't. Yeah.
And he
It's
should
only 8 months, so this is probably first birthday that you're together.
Exactly. And he should stop being rude about it to you because you obviously weren't on the same page of what everyone wanted.
Yeah.
But next birthday, if there's a next birthday together, just get him something tiny and don't worry about the gift.
Yeah. Just be like very clear about what you like to get on your birthdays. Edit. I see a lot of people talking about love languages and communication. I agree. Those are super important. My love language is actually physical touch, not acts of service like a lot of people are guessing. I know his love language is gifts, so I thought a handmade card would be enough along with everything else. I'm just confused and upset because I tried to go above and beyond due to the fact that my budget constraints meant I couldn't buy him a gift that wasn't from the dollar store. I liked the comments about craft gifts. I think those are good alternatives, and I'll talk to my boyfriend about that to see what he thinks. I hope this is just a communication issue.
Yeah, if he's not chill with the craft gifts or like the tiny like homemade stuff, red flags. Those are the best
red
type.
Yeah. A lot of people are also asking about using the money I spent on food for a gift instead. The money I spent on food was part of my grocery budget. It's money I would have spent anyway. I just factored in his favorite things, plus I use a small bit from his fridge. My budget was and continues to be very tight. And we've got a verdict and an update 7 months later. What do you think, though?
You're not the a-hole. That's so obvious. And I hope that it's just a big misunderstanding.
Me too.
He's kind of being an a-hole right now, though. But
yeah, I think he could have talked about it a little bit nicer
better
while also
communication.
and recognizing that you still did a lot for him.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't feel like he's valuing what you're offering so far.
Okay, take a guess. In this update, are they together still?
Based off of prior Reddit stories, no.
I also think it's a no.
Yeah, it's tough. I just, as Shawnee OP says, 7 months equals breakup 90% of the time. Yeah, they're at 8 months. I don't know if that's long enough.
I'm going to guess her birthday came around and that was the catalyst.
Yeah, because we do have 7 month later update. So my birthday was last week. How did you know?
Oh my God.
Genius. When we first got together, we had only been dating for a couple months and were not very serious, so we just had dinner to celebrate. This year, though, when he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I told him I wanted an experience. I'm not that into gifts, especially if they're not something useful. If I'm going to spend money on something, I want to get a lot of use out of it to justify the expense. I like memories and new experiences more anyway. I basically told him to pretend like it was our first date and he was trying to impress me. When he asked me what I meant, I gave him some suggestions. A cool coffee shop or ice cream place that was far enough away to require a mini road trip with curated playlists. Trivia night at a weird themed bar with cool drinks. A museum crawl with funky exhibits. I basically gave him a map. He said okay, and I started to get excited about what he might plan.
Oh no.
Well, when my birthday came around, he didn't tell me about any plans. It was during the week, and I wasn't expecting him to take the day off work, but I thought maybe he had a day set aside during that weekend or next. I was wrong. I went to his place after he got home from work, and he kissed me, gave me flowers and a box, and said, "Happy birthday." The box had a necklace in it. Very pretty, but very not my thing, unfortunately. Plus, it was silver. I don't wear silver jewelry. I wear gold. Ooh. Yeah. Do we think that he's trying to get back at her, or he actually doesn't know that she likes gold?
I think he probably just doesn't know. I heard a thing about guys paying attention in the wrong way. They'll notice that you're wearing a bunch of gold jewelry and they'll go, "Oh my God, she doesn't have any silver jewelry. I should get her some."
She really wants silver jewelry.
She clearly doesn't have any.
Yeah. I guess he noticed my disappointment because he asked what was wrong. I told him the necklace and flowers were beautiful, but not what I was expecting. He replied that the necklace was expensive and he put a lot of thought into choosing it. I asked him why he would explicitly ask me what I wanted for my birthday if he wasn't going to listen. Then he said, "Sucks to be blindsided and disappointed on your birthday."
Oh my God. It was vengeful.
7 months later?
Dang. I was hoping maybe they just weren't compatible on a love language level and it wasn't going to work. Not that he's just sucks.
Like 7 months later, you were holding a grudge for 7 months?
Dang.
Dude, break up.
Breakup.
Dang. That hurt a lot. We're in very different financial situations. I'm a student with an unpaid internship. He's settled in his career with disposable income. And when I asked what he wanted for his birthday, he said he would love whatever I ended up getting him, even if it was tiny. So I had nothing to go on. It feels like he asked me what I wanted so he could do something completely different and make me feel bad because I accidentally made him feel bad on his birthday. Does that make sense? Am I being hypocritical because of how he felt on his birthday? Am I overreacting about my birthday? And we've got a second update, but what do you think?
No, he admitted it was vengeful.
Yeah. Yeah, he sucks, man.
Breakup.
I promise not to do that for your birthday.
To be vengeful?
Yeah.
I promise I won't be vengeful on your birthday.
That would imply that you have something to be vengeful about.
I promise I'm not plotting right now. I can't believe that they were together for literally 15 months.
Yeah.
Over a year. And this is how he treats your birthday. So weird.
He was vengeful for half of it.
Yeah. Update 2. 2 days later. First, thank you so much to everyone who opened my eyes to the awfulness of his actions. There were a lot of little things I overlooked. In our relationship that were super not okay in retrospect, and I really needed someone to give me perspective, so thank you. Second, some of the comments out here had me feeling like a snob for turning my nose up at something so expensive. Sure, it wasn't my style, but he tried, and he spent money on me with the intention of giving me a luxury item I couldn't get myself, right? Wrong. By the way, it's never wrong to listen to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. We've got a little bit left to this story. Any final thoughts?
Break up with your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like you.
He does not.
No, he's just a plotter.
Yeah.
Sometimes you date a plotter and you don't even know it.
And then you find out on your birthday.
Yeah.
And Game Pass Girl, this is live.
This
Hello.
is live. Anyway, we've got a little bit left. I brought it back to the store this morning. I had the gift receipt with the intention to return the money to my now ex-boyfriend. Makes sense. Even if we were still together, I would feel uncomfortable with someone spending so much money on me. After all, I was told it was real silver. Turns out it was silver plated. Wow.
Dang.
Cost about $18. Wow.
Oh my god.
I know this term is overused online, but that was the textbook
Keon.
definition of gaslighting. After our argument, we decided to take some time apart, and it didn't feel right to keep such an expensive gift. Especially if we weren't together. It went from taking time apart to broken up the moment the clerk told me it was fake silver. I ended up keeping the necklace just so I could drop it off to him in an envelope with the $18 in cash. I put a bit of a stitch in my grocery budget for the week, but fully worth it. And that is the end of that story.
Dang.
Ooh, boy. That's tough. That's tough.
Oh, well, I mean, it sucks. That was like over a year and everything, but
yeah,
better to get out before 2 years.
definitely. 100%. 100%.
Yikes.
But that's the end of that story, folks, and we've got another one coming right up.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before your birthday?
My birthday.
No.
No, my birthday.
Oh, your birthday. I was like, what?
What do I want to say?
Yeah. Like, you want to do anything specific? Like,
No. I planned my specific thing. I'm good.
okay.
Yeah, Keon, you better freaking show up.
Nah.
No,
I'm an activity person. I like doing activities.
Good thing I planned a full weekend of activities with you.
Whee!
Guys, it's her birthday tomorrow.
I knew that. I already knew that. I'm ready to go. Everyone's birthday is right now.
Yeah, what was happening?
Tell me about
Why
it.
was everyone's parents, what were they doing 9 months ago?
Well, I was early, so.
10 months ago?
Thanks, guys.
Well, yeah, and really nothing's. It's just summer.
Yeah, I think my mom specifically wanted to not be pregnant anymore and be on maternity leave for the summer. So I think spring was planned for that.
Yeah, makes sense.
As far as I know.
Makes sense. I want to conceive a child. What? Years
Better
from
finish.
now. I want to conceive a child in the winter so that they never have to have a December birthday. I feel like people always complain about that.
That's funny. All of my family has December and April birthdays.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
We've just now recently started getting cousins outside of the months.
That's funny.
Those 2 months, which might be because we didn't have any more room in there.
Yeah,
and I
we
think
got
they've
no
started going
room.
August now. We have a lot of end of July, early Augusts.
We've got a lot of June and July birthdays
Yeah.
in mine.
Shout out to the June
Sorry,
birthdays.
I don't know why that's going off.
Shout out to the June Geminis.
June.
All right. Sorry, I
Hager
didn't want to put
says
your birthday on
December-
blast, but I wanted to put your birthday on blast.
What?
I wanted to put Carly's birthday on blast.
Oh.
My birthday on blast?
Yeah.
Like what we're doing?
No, just me saying it.
That it is your birthday.
It is your birthday.
My Sarah and Rob Hager say December 31st for them and that it was not fun. See, this is why you gotta conceive a child in December.
Yeah. My mom's December 20th and my best friend from home and then one of my best friends is also December 20th and then another one of my friends is December 28th. Yeah. And there are very clear, strict rules. Birthday gifts do not get wrapped in Christmas presents.
No.
Cannot be given at the same time that you see them for a Christmas event.
No.
Must be a separate celebration with non-Christmas activities.
I like that. I like that a lot. Mr. Belton says, isn't September the most popular month?
I believe it is, yes. And I do have a lot of friends in September.
Someone said, Sophia, you also don't want to be carrying around a baby. You also don't want to be carrying around an 8 to 10 pound baby during the summer.
And that's why I was April.
Yeah, but that's like if
supposed
you,
to be May.
I guess if you.
It's just because then it's the end of your pregnancy, so you're the most uncomfortable.
True. So, okay. Well, maybe if I plan end of summer.
Yeah.
So then definitely not gonna be in the winter, but like you just hit the end of or the beginning of next summer.
Right. That's what my mom did.
I think that's the plan, guys. I've got many years, but I'm ready when it's happening. Pre-planned that baby.
Yes.
Yeah, B says, I think my October baby's perfect time, but the summer was bad.
I was gonna say anyone with the birthday between Christmas and New Year's, it's not that's like the most forgotten week ever.
That's my bestie.
I know,
Yeah,
and that
that's tough.
sucks.
We always do something different.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I told my girlfriend.
Yeah.
All right. I told my girlfriend that I love her.
Aww.
Thanks, I love you too. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I told my girlfriend about my prenup requirements. I didn't expect her reaction.
Rule number 1 is that you gotta have fun.
I'm in my late 20s dating a woman in her late 20s. We've been together about 6 months, and I want to start to talk about long-term plans, potentially moving in together, marriage, and kids someday. By the way, we were just talking about that.
Planning for August?
Or April? By the way, this comes from Can't Dress Myself. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Carly.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we would do. Let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says...
What?
Did you miss it?
I missed it. What did I miss? What? Did I? Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't read that. Get him out of here.
You think I'm Indian? But also, your Flareon picture's so cool. I'm more of a Vaporeon guy.
Yeah. Unless they're talking about Riley.
No, come on.
Riley
Which
hasn't
one was
been
that?
on camera.
What am I looking at?
No,
Today.
from the opening screen.
Oh.
Anyway,
OP says, about 7 years ago, my parents passed away. And since I was an only child, I inherited their house. It's fully paid off. I rent out the upstairs currently and live in the basement after I renovated it to be its own separate unit. Nice. Because of their life insurance and other assets, I'm financially secure and technically don't need to work. I have a job, but it's not like I make 6 figures or anything. The house is my childhood home and has emotional value to me. I've already decided I will never add anyone to the deed, even if I get married. If I have kids, I would structure things so that the house gets passed directly to them, I guess through a trust. Same thing with the inheritance money. I'm fine using income or growth from it to build a life together, but the core inherited assets themselves would always remain legally separate.
yeah, sure.
Makes sense.
It's your place.
Whatever you want. If I ever get married, a prenup would be mandatory for me. It wouldn't just cover the house, but also clearly define that my inheritance remains separate property. This isn't about assuming divorce or not loving someone fully. It's about protecting what my parents left me and making sure it ultimately benefits my children. I have a friend that ended up not getting anything from their mother when she passed because she left everything to her second husband, and I refuse to even let that be an option if I have children. I haven't brought this up yet because we haven't been dating that long, but I don't want to waste her time as we get more serious if this is unacceptable to her. I definitely don't want to profit off her if we move in together. If we moved into my place, she would never have to pay anything to maintain or property tax, only utilities and groceries. I guess it was supposed to be maintenance. If we moved into my place, she would never have to pay anything to maintenance or property tax, only utilities and groceries. And if that seemed weird for her, I'd be happy to move into a separate place together and split costs. I don't want to have this be viewed as me being controlling or worried it'll sound like I'm planning for failure before we're even engaged. How would you approach this conversation? And if you were in her position, how would you want to know this? And if you were in her position, would you want to know this sooner rather than later? I do not need advice on how to structure a prenup. She will have her own lawyer should she agree to a prenup. I will pay for this with a smile on my face. I'm not forcing her to forever live in this home. We can live anywhere she wants, we can live anywhere, she just won't have an equity in this one home. I'm not counting down the days until I can make her become a homeless widow. Things would be structured so she wouldn't have to leave my home when I pass. She would be very well taken care of once we actually come to an agreement on prenup terms. I'm a huge believer in life insurance. I have my own retirement accounts she will get access to. And we have an update 1 month later.
Okay. Well, I mean, definitely sooner rather than later. You're, gonna get married.
Yeah. They are only dating 6 months. But they're trying to start those discussions.
I think once you start talking about once we start having the discussions, then I think you could maybe bring up, hey, when we get to that point, this is something I've always considered having.
I feel like it almost makes it easier because you're so early in the relationship.
Yes.
That you can be like, this has always been a non-negotiable for me. It's not because it's you. It would be like this for anybody.
Yeah. I feel like that would be helpful to hear.
Yeah. So maybe do it now.
Maybe we just get it over with.
But we have an update 1 month later. She brought up moving in together first a couple of weeks after the original post. We were talking about her lease being up in a few months, and she asked whether I'd thought about us living together. That naturally opened the door to a bigger long-term conversation. I told her I had been thinking about it too, and that before we made any major decisions, I wanted to be transparent about something important regarding my house and inheritance. I framed it not as planning for divorce, but as ensuring long-term success for future kids. I explained clearly, the house will always remain solely in my name. The inherited principal will remain separate property. If I ever get married, a prenup would be mandatory. I would ensure my partner is protected, life insurance, retirement accounts, etc., but the core inherited assets would stay legally separate. Then I waited for the dramatic fallout many commenters seemed convinced was inevitable. She responded, "That makes complete sense.
Nice. You guys are perfect for each other. Woo!
Move her in."
Yeah.
She said she would think it was irresponsible not to protect inherited assets.
Hell yeah. She's like, I think anyone who doesn't do that's an idiot. And he's like,
and now we're about to find out that she's a secret millionaire.
Yeah, she's like, well, now that you said that, I can bring up that I have millions of dollars that I want to protect.
And there you go.
And now we're on the same page.
She said it made sense I would want it confirmed in writing, that she was aware of these conditions beforehand to remove any confusion or contention later on. She appreciated that I had thought through it carefully and had clear values around it. When I told her she would absolutely have her own independent lawyer, paid for by me, to review any agreement, she said that's exactly how it should be handled. She was also genuinely excited when she realized how financially secure I am. Not in a weird way, just that it made her feel stable and optimistic about building a future with someone who plans ahead. She especially appreciated that while I made it clear the house itself is off limits, I was completely willing to move if shared property equity was important to her. She's never even seen the upper levels since it's currently rented out. If we ever bought a different home together, that would be joint. The inherited house is the only thing that stays separate. And yes, I showed her the original post. Her main takeaway was asking why over half of the people couldn't understand that the house was off limits, while it was clearly stated that I was willing to move to another house if property equity was important to her. She was genuinely baffled at how many responses ignored that basic detail. She also didn't understand why so many people kept explaining what a prenup was when that was completely unrelated to the post. Well, that's pretty related to the post. As for my apparent villain arc, if living together goes well and we get married, somehow we will have to survive me being underemployed and only working 40 hours a week, splitting the tragic pittance of my above median salary, rental income, and in interest/dividends, while she saves nearly $30,000 a year that she previously spent on rent. All while I cackle with glee knowing I set it up so she is out of the streets the second I pass away. I'll be sure to tell the next homeless person I meet that they're lucky they don't have to deal with real financial insecurity like she does. Weird sentence. The only painful thing is now that she fully understands my financial situation, she truly questions why I voluntarily drive a 10-year-old Prius.
'Cause 10-year-old Priuses are where it's at. Okay?
Did you feel attacked on that one?
Priuses are sturdy.
They get from point A to point B.
Yes. It doesn't matter how old they are.
I'm a Honda fan.
I also love Hondas. I had a Honda before. And it was very old.
This video is not sponsored, by the way.
No, it's not sponsored by either of them.
But if either of them wanted it to be...
Someone said, loss of points for the Prius.
Big Joe, sir, no one should be driving you. How dare you talk?
Nico says, me with my 10-year-old.
Yes, Nico. You're cool.
Apparently, financial security does not excuse that level of commitment to fuel efficiency.
But you know what is efficient?
Anonymous.
Woo!
With $100.
Can't go wild. Gotta save for gas and merch for this weekend. Gas is expensive. But happy birthday, Carly. Love you guys.
Aww.
Love you too. What merch for what? What are you buying?
Yeah. Music Fest? But you know what you guys should commit to? Listening to more full episodes with stories just like this. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. Search up OK Storytime.
Whoop, whoop.
We've got a little bit less. A little bit left.
We've got a little bit less.
But what are you thinking?
I feel like you guys are perfect for each other, and there's, I don't know, anyone who says otherwise doesn't know your relationship like you do.
Sounds like it went as good as it could.
It sounds like it went perfect. We shouldn't, we don't need to worry. We're good.
She's right on board.
She's on board.
All sarcasm aside, the conversation made us closer. It forced us to talk seriously about long-term values, money philosophy, and what marriage actually means to each of us. I'm glad I didn't avoid it because of worst-case predictions from strangers online. For anyone in a similar position, have the conversation sooner rather than later. How you frame it matters far more than the fact that you want a prenup. Don't be selfish and only discuss how this will protect you. And anyone who insists you split equity with someone who contributed nothing is an idiot. And that's the end of that story.
And there you go.
Yeah,
Lovely.
you sound very educated on everything. You really looked into it.
Yeah.
I can see how she feels comfortable.
Yeah. She's in it to win it.
Yeah.
We love to see it. And I'm in it to spin a wheel.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. Woo, 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 woo.
I'm going to find the next story. Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
Or anonymous. Woo 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 woo. Let's see. Keon, go back to Sophia.
Plinko. All right. For those who don't know, Plinko, it's the Plinkus Badinkus.
Plinko.
Plinko, every dollar you spend is a ball. It's gonna drop. You know, you've seen the Plinko board before. If you don't, it's one of those things where you drop and it has like little like tiles and it'll bounce all over and it'll land in seconds for us to get more time for you guys to watch the stream.
And as a warning, I've seen people point out before, it rounds down. So if you do $1.99, it's one ball.
Yes.
$1.99 is one ball, not two.
So
just
Keep
a heads
in
up.
mind.
Ooh, let me reset that.
And we're
All right,
resetting it.
I'm going to start the timer now for 5 minutes. I know on TT you guys can't really see the board, but it does come through. Timer started. So for 5 minutes, we'll do that.
Stella says, I've had my car for 6.5 years. She is my baby.
Yeah.
Is it a Prius or a Honda?
Because otherwise, get rid of it.
Anonymous says it's Sick New World Fest in Vegas on Saturday. That sounds very fun. Remember what happens in Vegas?
Ooh, Zethro, we are live on many other things that we can't tell you, otherwise TikTok gets mad at us.
Yep.
But I feel like you could guess them.
We're live on the other app. We're actually live on multiple other apps, but like the main one.
Are we allowed to like split the words up and say them?
You should find
some tubes
to watch us on.
To surf
on. And I really like face.
I really like. I like reading books.
I like putting my face in a good book.
I crashed my Prius in a tree and drove it home.
I don't care.
I love it.
Stella has a 2008 Mazda.
CX-9.
Everyone's getting Mazdas, I feel like. It's like Mazda.
Yeah.
It's like the other one.
I've had 2 Hondas now. And I love them. Though I do think I liked my Civic a little more than my Accord.
I had a Honda C. Well, I don't want to. I no free sponsors. I won't say it. I won't say it, but in my heart, I'm sponsoring it.
What did I have? I had a Nissan 350Z.
You're literally sponsoring.
A lot of
That's literally sponsoring right there.
How's that really? You literally for 5.
Yeah, and then I took it back. I freaking took it back. Shiny OP, thank you for the $20. You should find tubes to watch us. Sophia Donner, 2026.
It's true.
And here comes the
And
Plinko.
that's what she always says.
Tubes. Wait, hold on. There's nothing here I can use.
We don't have tubes.
I've driven.
We got a paper towel roll or something?
Yeah, over there.
Got the paper towels.
Wish I had spider webs.
Guys, we just can't show it on stream, but off stream,
everywhere
we're
I go.
basically Spider-Man.
It just pisses me off every day that I can't just go.
Oh, Ace
makes it. I have
got you.
no idea how to subtly hint that one.
I have a. Sorry, I have a little twitch.
Yeah.
But I don't sleep. But also, Ace makes it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the. I keep forgetting what it is. It's like 100. It's not 100 bits. Is it 100 bits?
I think bits. Yeah.
Is it 100 bits? Ace makes it. Thanks for 100 bits. How is it that Keon and I are birthday twins and Carly is birthday twins with my brother?
Oh my God,
that's
crazy.
That's
crazy, actually.
Sammy, thank you for the $10. Love y'all, and we love you.
Shout out to the
and
June 4th.
we're gonna get into our next story in a little bit, folks. After Plinko finishes.
Yeah, we're getting
that
more
actually
time.
is a crazy coincidence.
Yeah.
What's going on? So many things happening this weekend. We've got Carly's birthday.
Weekend.
We've got me and Savannah's show, or me, Savannah, and Vincent's show. We've got Sunday. My boyfriend is performing. He's drumming with one of her friends.
Mr. J said, I misread that shirt. Thought it said tacos.
And then I also looked over at it and also read tacos.
Everyone's reading tacos. Love y'all, Plinko! Thank you for the $10.
Thanks, Ace makes it. They're channel points. Appreciate you.
But yeah, he's performing. I'm really excited, and it's also our 6-month anniversary, which I'm super excited
Very
about.
fun.
I've never had one of those before. So
So,
pretty cool.
you know what you have to do?
What?
Propose to him.
I've never had one of these before. Let's make it permanent. Yeah, we're trying to figure out because he's performing, that's kind of a huge chunk of the day. But we have
Is it a daytime performance?
Yeah, it's like
That
3 or
helps then.
something. Yeah.
Okay. Late afternoon.
So yeah, so we'll be doing that, and then his dinner ideas. But I have the morning slot, and I have an idea. But he did text me, and he was like, "There's this like LA walking fest or something going on Sunday," that he suggested.
Have you seen or have you been, I think it's still going, to the Ponyo exhibit at the Academy Museum?
I took him to that for his birthday, actually.
Okay. I knew it was like
Yeah.
more happening while we were gone.
Yeah.
So
Mr. Belton says, Sophia, I'm supposed to remind you about D&D and ask you if you still want some help. I do. And if you message me on Discord and I didn't respond, I'm so sorry. I don't have my Discord notifications on, but I will go check that later.
Teelco, thank you for the 2 Canadian dollars.
Whoop, whoop.
Is that what that is?
Bang.
Palinko.
Yeah.
So since it's $2 Canadian, it's
Sweet.
look at that one
Transfer
little.
rate. Oh,
But it's 11 seconds, and you know what?
there you
It's
go.
so cute.
To the
Got a
5
pretty
minutes.
good
we
one.
have.
Jesse Saffel says, hey guys, my birthday's on Monday and I have a procedure happening that day. Woo!
Woo! Happy
Well,
birth.
Because it is your birthday, your procedure is going to go really well.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And that's
Look
how it
look
goes.
at that. 5
Um,
more minutes is added.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was I gonna say? Someone asked what type of music it is. It's my friend Archer, who actually was on the show. She was on the show like a while ago. What would you guys say that type of music is?
Like,
Kind of like indie.
I was gonna say indie alt. Indie
Alt,
alt.
indie,
Pop,
soft
alt.
indie.
Soft indie. I think soft indie is a very good one.
Yeah, something like that. She's great. And so he's the drummer.
He's a little drummer boy.
He's the
Drummer
drummer.
boy.
Mr. Belton.
you
Thank you again
torture
for being a
him
member for
with-
14 months.
Do you torture him with the Little Drummer Boy song at Christmas time?
You know what?
Because you should.
I should have done that. That
And
was a
guess
missed
what?
opportunity.
Comes around again this year.
Thank God. Thank God. And that's why I'm
You've got lots of
proposing.
opportunities.
That's why I'm proposing on Sunday so that I have another Christmas. It's the only way.
Yes, because you wouldn't just
Ooh.
naturally have another opportunity as a girlfriend.
Mr.
If you
Belton.
did.
No.
Belton.
You only get one. You only get one chance.
Christmas as a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And then you
Me
have
and Keon
to
are
propose.
defining the odds.
You're defying gravity.
Although actually, technically, the first Christmas I was not officially your girlfriend because it was 4 months of waiting.
Yes, I'm well accustomed as well.
Yeah, your boyfriend did the same
Sophia
thing.
also
Yeah,
knows.
actually, it was 3 months.
Yeah, mine wasn't. I wasn't gonna
think
do it before
technically
Carly left for winter
Ours
break.
was also 3 months.
Yeah,
And then it was the beginning of the 4th month, but then we waited to we picked a day later after the fires were done.
Yes.
So it had already been confirmed official, but we waited to pick a separate day that wasn't like, hey, the world is on fire.
Fire. Lisa, thank you for the 50 buckaroonies. Woo! And we're going to get into that next story now.
And no message
Appreciate
provided,
you.
Lisa.
Aunt Sammy, thank you for joining the nights.
All right.
All right, let's get into it.
Welcome. I
Skim
always
finds the
get
ska.
the ska.
Whale what?
I've never been to Costa Rica.
I
Thank you,
have.
Laura.
You got so excited.
Because that's the only place that I've been before this year.
I've been. All right, let's chat.
And it was really cool.
Let's freaking do it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I thought I knew the guy I was seeing. His girlfriend's Instagram told a different story.
That's not good.
I've been seeing Nate for about 2 months now, and I really like him. I met him at the gym. When we first got together, he took me out to dinner and then asked if I wanted to come back to his place. Before we hooked up, he said that he wasn't looking for anything serious and that he's seeing other people. Was I okay with that? I really liked the guy, so I said, sure.
But
Ooh,
were
that doesn't
you
sound like
okay with
yeah,
it?
that doesn't sound like you were okay with it.
Ooh, yeah, tough. By the way, this comes from Artistic Royal 9827, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Carly.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, I see him every weekend or so, to the point where I definitely consider Nate my boyfriend, but we hadn't talked about taking the next step.
Oh.
One night I was sleeping over at his place and I saw a text on his phone that said, "Night, baby, love you."
Oh.
And I was floored. I know his passcode from playing music off his phone, so I took a peek and it was clear.
Listen, I say that to all my friends.
Yeah, love you, baby.
I say that to Dakota every night before we go
Night,
to bed.
night, baby.
Gonna
You give him
say,
a little
I
kiss.
can confirm.
Yeah.
He usually does go, okay, good night, boy. Mwah.
Mwah. He has a long-time girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me, but I was livid. I knew he was seeing other people, but not that he had a full-blown girlfriend that he says, "I love you" to. I immediately confronted Nate about it, and he just said that it wasn't any of my business.
I will say, I don't think you could consider him your boyfriend because you guys never
No.
had that conversation. So you being like,
Yeah.
at this point I was seeing him for 2 months and I considered him my boyfriend.
He was basically my boyfriend, even though he said he was never looking to be my
Right.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
he did communicate that. Now, if he doesn't have an open relationship with this long-term girl, then I think you do have a job to do.
He'll
and
be
that's
like,
to tell her.
he'll be like, semantics. I told you.
I told you this.
From my point of view, it was just like, yeah, we can't be
No.
together.
No. When I pushed him on it, he said she knows everything, that they're long distance. I don't think she knows
Ooh.
everything if they're long distance.
Maybe we just check out stuff.
And eventually she'll move in with him, but until then, they're fine with casual relationships on the side. He then immediately drove me home and hasn't responded to me since. I feel like I have a right to be upset because he didn't give me the full extent of his other relationships. I'm also not sure if I trust that she knows about him seeing other girls because that seems like a line he just used. The girl's name is like burned into my head. Do I try to reach out to her? Part of me still wants to fix things with Nate if I could because I do really like him, but I have no clue how. And we have an update 3 days later.
Dang, what's her name? What's her,
so
what's her
what do
name
we do?
like? Pizza Hut?
It feels as though you are not comfortable with him seeing other people regardless.
Yeah.
So I think you should end it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a tactfully, nicely crafted thing that's like, hey, for my own comfortability,
Yeah.
I've been seeing Nate. I just want to make sure that you 100% know that he is seeing me and maybe other people. And if that is cool, like it's over between us because I'm not comfortable with it. But like I wanted you to know. Like I wouldn't just straight up do like a, hey girlie, your man is cheating on you. Because if she does know about you, then it's weird.
Yeah, I think the way that you phrased it, perfect.
Yeah.
But we got an update 3 days later. I did it! I told the girlfriend. I ended up finding her on Instagram. When I got access to her feed, it was mind-blowing. She had so many pictures of her and Nate together, dating back to like 4 years ago. He's taken her to Iceland for her birthday. To Iceland?
That's cool.
They spent New Year's in a fancy ski lodge. A ski lodge. Honestly, seeing all that made me seethe, because other than like 2 nice dinners, Nate and I mostly stayed in. Also, I knew he was well off, but not like birthday trips to Iceland well off. Now I feel like I hardly know anything about him. Girl,
Again,
you
he
knew him for
wasn't
2 months and you weren't
Dating
dating,
him,
right?
yeah.
He wasn't your boyfriend. He told you he wanted casual hookups.
You saw this girl that he's actually dating.
for 4 years.
Yeah, and was like, that should be me.
Yeah. So I messaged the girlfriend and told her what happened, that I'd been seeing Nate for a couple months now. She knew already. She said pretty much exactly what he said, that while they're apart, they don't mind if they're both having casual relationships with other people. I asked her if she knew why he didn't tell me about her, and she just said he's a pretty private person. He doesn't share more than he feels necessary.
Dang.
So now step out of it, girl.
So leave. Stop it. Stop it. By the way, you should never stop listening to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. We've got a little bit left to this story. Any final thoughts?
I mean,
it's a little weird that he didn't disclose it up front, but
yes,
knowing that all parties are okay with it, I think if you are still not okay with it, get out of there.
Head out of there.
Yeah.
Head out.
Because they're chilling.
Yeah. And he was, for the most part, told you, like, I don't know what you expect, OP.
Yeah, I mean, like, he told you up front that he didn't want to officially date you and was seeing other people, so.
Yeah.
Then I asked her if there was a way to get him to respond to me. Stop texting her.
Read the next sentence.
So I could say, I'm sorry. Stop.
As long as it's just to say I'm sorry, sure, but also we don't need that closure.
And she just said that he's sending a pretty clear message and that she hopes she gave me some closure, but it would be in everybody's best interest to please not contact either of us again. Which, okay, ouch. No need to treat me like a child.
You're being one.
Yeah. Now I'm blocked. Stop. Stop.
Now you're being a child now.
I texted Nate to apologize and ask if we could get coffee to talk it through, but he hasn't responded. Stop. So that's the update. Pretty much the strangest relationship situation I've ever been in, and now I'm at a loss. I really liked him. This sucks.
And he never wanted a relationship with you.
He told you up front.
And you were calling him your boyfriend.
If you were not comfortable with not being anything more than casual, you should have let him know that up front and said, no, thank you.
She was like, he's so hot, though.
He's so
He could be just lying like every... I could fix him. I could fix him.
But, folks, we've got another story.
Yes, we do. Someone asked us in the chat.
What did they ask?
About Japan. And Carly didn't really get to talk about it, or hasn't really talked about it. So, Carly.
I mean, I feel like you talked about it a lot, though.
But you could talk about it. So, how was your trip to Japan?
It was fun. We did a lot of cool things. We ate some good food, and I finally tried octopus or squid where you could actually see the little tentacles, which I said I would only ever do if it was given to me at a restaurant where I felt bad refusing it because that would be rude. I did not like it, but I tried. We had some really big oysters that were pretty cool. My favorite was the bowing deer in Nara. I would love to do more in Nara if we ever went back. I thought all the shrines were really cool. I really liked the Goshuin. My book is pretty cool from it. What else did we do? We did Disney by the Sea. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
A very cool park. I did wish that it had a castle because we kind of lost the Disney vibes. But then, like, every princess kind of had a castle, so that was cool.
What are you talking about? You saw Rapunzel, so...
Right, that's what I mean. But, like, instead of, like, one main castle, it was, like, every land had their own castle, which was cool. And Peter Pan as well. What else did we do?
Baseball game. We did a baseball
game. That was fun. Our team lost, but it was fun. And honestly, the Swallows, the opposing team... Are you doing that because we have the same voice?
Yeah.
The Swallows, the opposing team, had such good team spirit and, like, chants and just, like, camaraderie that I was like, yeah, no, you guys kind of deserve
Oh, that was
this.
really cool when everyone brought umbrellas.
Yeah,
and, like,
they all
did,
had,
like,
which
in
was
the stands. It was
apparently
really cool.
when they started as a team, they didn't have a good crowd or following. So one fan was like, bring umbrellas and open them because it'll make the seats behind you look full and then the stadium will look more full. So then they've just continued that tradition after they've gotten this big following.
I love that.
And
That's cute.
they open the umbrellas now and, like, move them up and down and have they chant, like, the whole time. They've got
It's like a
little
soccer
team
game.
songs.
It's
They've
really
got
cool.
flags. It's
I've
cool.
always wanted to go to a soccer game in, like, the UK or something.
Oh.
Mostly because
Yeah.
of Ted Lasso. But I feel like that's just energy.
I'm not a big sports person.
I wish I was.
baseball and hockey.
I wish I liked
Gymnastics,
sports, but I
obviously.
just have no interest in them.
Some of them.
And it's sad.
It is very cheap over there.
Yeah.
KJK.
It was $60 American.
$60.
I'm pretty sure all in all, if you combine everything, we probably spent like less than $100, maybe around $100
still
for
spent
like,
less
everything.
than a Disneyland here ticket.
Yeah.
And way less than a Disneyland Florida ticket.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because those things
we did a lot more stuff.
Crazy expensive.
We did the interactive art exhibit.
Oh yeah, I did like
Fuji.
the art thing. That was fun. What am I missing? Oh, Mount Fuji. I liked Mount Fuji a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
He
you.
said thank you a lot. I think if I went back, I would want to wake up I would want to stay near there for a night, wake up early and climb it, because I think that would be really fun. But I knew that maybe the people we were with were not going to be into that.
Waking up really early.
And hiking a whole day. Because it's like,
tough.
you have to wake up, I think, before the sun comes up. And I think you're down like as or after the sun is setting, depending on your hiking pace. But they do a really cool thing where you can buy a wooden hiking stick and they will brand symbols and little, I don't want to call them like, because they're not shrine things, but like symbols at stations as you go up the mountain. So you can like collect them all to get to the top.
That's
kind of
really
thing.
cute. I like that.
I think that's pretty fun. And it was a really pretty mountain.
Cool. All right, we got one member milestone here, and then
And Sammy81 has been a member for 18 months. I've been a member forever. Just had to change payment info. LMAO. Oh, I guess the membership stopped because you had to switch it. Very nice.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I made a little TLDR in the top corner. Very normal people.
Go and I'll stay.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Okay.
All right, to all my normal people fans, you know it. All right, here we go.
Normal people.
That's not the song, I'll tell you that. 3, 2, 1.
I needed to move for my career, but my boyfriend must stay.
Then I guess that's it.
Yeah. I'm a senior PhD student in an engineering field at a top university, and I've been very successful at my work. My PLs? My PIs? My bosses have been extremely happy with my productivity and think I have a future in this field. They expect that over the next few years or so, I will climb the academic ladder, eventually becoming a PI myself. Honestly, I would love this. This has been a goal of mine for a while, and I love my job. By the way, this comes from Lirials? Fire? And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Carly.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we would do. Let us know what you would do in the comments. And it looks like that was an L, and it might be project leader.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Principal investigator?
Or principal investigator.
One of those.
Guys, they're doing something cool with their PhD.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Their bosses think they're good.
Also, Christy Cameron, hope your daughter is okay. Sending prayers. Yes.
What happened?
Yes.
An accident.
I hope everything's
Hearts
okay.
in the chat.
Lots of hearts.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Oh,
hearts in the
no.
chat
Yeah.
for Christy
Oh,
Cameron.
I hope
Hearts.
everyone involved is good.
Yeah.
As I am close, approximately 1 to 1.5 years away from graduating, I've also been thinking about where I would go for my postdoctoral fellowship to further my training. Because my boyfriend has a prudentized government job that he likes in the area, my initial plan was to stay in the same lab as my PhD. Recently, however, I had a chat with my bosses, and they think that going to a different lab, maybe even a different subfield, might be more beneficial for me long-term so I can diversify my skills and experiences. They did say, however, that they were willing to let me stay on as a postdoc for a year or so while I look for opportunities somewhere else. While there are many good institutions nearby with some great, I don't know if it's PI or PL, with some great PIs, if I can't find good lab in the area, I might have to move somewhere else.
Probably project leader.
But it's double caps, and that would be an I if it was.
Yeah, you're right.
I think someone said project investigator. I think
yeah,
that would
maybe
make
project
the
investigator.
most
I think. For a
sense.
PhD especially.
Yeah.
Project person.
Project person.
Frankly, this thought scares me. This would mean that my boyfriend might have to leave his nice, well-paying government job for 2 to 3 years and probably take a pay cut to live somewhere else. On top of all of this, we hope to get married and start a family in a year or two. Postdocs don't make a lot of money, around $45K a year, and I'm worried that money might be tight. I'd say at very minimum, we'd be making $105K collectively. My boyfriend doesn't seem as worried about it and is confident that he can find a job elsewhere. He says he always knew that we would move at some point for my career and is happy to move for me. Plus, he says that he's at the point of his career where he can move more easily, and he doesn't want me giving up a good opportunity for him. He's had to move a lot for his career in the past and thinks we can make it work. Regardless, I can't help but feel guilty at the fact that I would be uprooting us for a job that may be great for my future career growth, but doesn't pay all that well. Money might be tight for a bit depending where we live. Part of me is also afraid I might fail to make it in academia, and will have uprooted us to move all for nothing. Are my worries warranted? If I can't find any good opportunities in the area and a great one pops up elsewhere, should I take it? We have an update a year later, but I have thoughts, but what are yours?
I mean, I guess you just kind of have to look at your relationship and think about, do we want to try long distance for a while?
Yeah. It's like an opportunity.
I just feel like it's your own anxiety about will you or won't you make it in your career, and if he's open and willing and has always been expecting this and wants to do it with you, then I don't really see the problem.
Yeah. KJK says, why is long distance not an option?
That's what I'm wondering.
At least start with that. Like, hey.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least you tried.
We can try. But
seems like you're both supportive of each other.
Yeah, and if you're willing to do that, and if not, like, I feel like two of you can live on 106K because that's like 53 each a year, pretty average salary.
Yeah. A lot of people said principal investigator, especially with primary.
Principal investigator.
Principal one to investigate.
You hear it all the time. Like especially if you don't take it, it's the what if. Or like, well, am I gonna regret this? Am I gonna regret myself not doing this? Or am I gonna, is my partner gonna regret this? Like, it's one of those things. But you have to do what's best for you. But
that's
take the leap.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is like, because OP specifically says, part of me is afraid that I might fail to make it in academia and I will have uprooted us for nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where a lot of it is just like manifesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, try.
Yeah.
He knows the risks. You know the risks. Try.
Yeah, you don't want to regret it. You don't want to like look at your partner like, oh, you made me not do this kind of thing, or vice versa. So
yeah.
But we have an update a year later.
Oh boy.
Several months after I made this post, I made the final decision to apply to postdoc positions all across the US. I received many great offers, and I decided to move several states away to work with a well-known PI in my field, whom my advisors greatly respect. After enduring a couple months of long distance and uncertainty, we learned today that my now fiancé, nice, congrats, got his dream job in the city I moved to.
Yay! See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you guys do what you want to do in your life. Things work out, and everyone's happy.
Yay! Yay! Yes! Not only does he get to remain a government employee, but his salary is also significantly higher than what he was making before. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and replies. It gave me the push I really needed to take that dive to move cross-country for a new job. In the end, it really paid off, and we finally get to move on with the rest of our lives together.
Yay! You're getting married, and you're got your dream job, and he's got his dream job, and everyone's freaking happy.
We have an update for years
later.
They're
gonna be together, and they're gonna have a child, and everyone's gonna have their dream jobs.
It's gonna be happy.
This is gonna be great.
It better be happy.
It better be freaking happy, or swear to God.
Update 2, 4 years later. I'm assuming he's applying for postdocs. What? This sounds like a comment, not an update. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm assuming he's applying for postdocs. Has he made it clear since the beginning that he'd be gunning for an academic job? If so, why did you have a child with him? Oh no, wait, what is happening?
No,
Keon, I think we're missing context here.
Give us the context, please.
This sounds like a comment to an update we didn't read.
Let's read the update. And I'm scared.
Can you check if we missed an update?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Because we didn't learn that OP had a child, but we're getting comments about a child. Did they have it? They didn't have a kid together yet. They weren't even engaged yet.
They weren't. You can't have a child.
Well, you can, but they sounded pretty standard in there.
They did sound pretty standard. I'm scared.
I'm trying to check right now.
I'm frightened.
Okay, well, I can read this, but I do think this is going to be a slight spoiler if there is one.
Oh no.
Stall for 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, Christy Cameron says everyone's very lucky. As far as we know, there's no serious injuries. Very nice.
That's amazing.
And he was more worried about making sure her daughter was okay.
Oh, that's good.
No, I can't find anything. It's just
it just starts with the comments.
I went to the account. It's just a lot of cats.
It might have been deleted or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, I don't think we got the update, but we have a comment that's going to give us some context from this update.
Ew, boy.
I'm assuming.
Hold on.
Oh no. Our table. It's broken. Update 2, 4 years later. I'm assuming he's applying for postdocs. Has he made it clear since the beginning that he'd be gunning for an academic job? If so, why did you have a child with him, knowing full well that he'd likely want to move on again for his career? On the practical side, how is his CV? Is he applying for positions in major cities, where most universities are? How likely is he to really get an assistant professor position in the future? The only reason I pursued an academic position is because my CV was viewed as impressive, and consequently, it was expected that I would remain successful in academia. After 3 years, I received a promotion for twice my salary, and now I will be applying for a tenure track position in the next year or so. And by the way, you guys don't have... No. By the way, you guys can listen to full episodes with stories just like this for all your years. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime.
Aw. He's calling us so young, guys.
I didn't even do a voice, so I don't know what you're on about.
It's just your voice. It's just your voice.
My voice.
It's just your voice. It's too youthful.
Unless it was my table broken impression.
Dang, and he has a Silver Surfer profile picture. Huh.
My table
is broken. That's just my voice. But we've got a little bit left. I'm going to finish this because it sounds like the rest of the comment.
Yeah.
All of this was made possible by my husband, who made more than twice my salary and can work fully remote. We have a 2-year-old together, and I would not have pursued this path had I not had assurances that I would be successful and financial support from my husband to make sure my family is taken care of. I understand your frustration. It's hard being an academic spouse. I think it would be good to approach this pragmatically and ask questions like, what happens if you need yet another postdoc after this one? Are we just going to be financially and locationally unstable forever? And honestly, are you actually cut out to be an academic? It's a hard conversation, but it's so incredibly important, especially now that you have a child involved.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in your life. We have no idea
what happened for him.
I don't know, yeah.
I hope it's okay.
I hope all is well.
I hope you have a child and it's happy. It doesn't seem that way.
I hope maybe you were the commenter and it was on a different story and you were saying everything worked out great for us and we have a child, and maybe that update was just to tell us you have a child, in which case, congrats.
Congratulations.
That's what I'm going to choose to believe.
Me too. I think you're happy. Everything's good. And I don't even think we needed that last comment.
Yeah. I don't either.
Oh, thanks, Thor.
But that's the end of that story. We got another one.
The God of Thunder says, you guys have incredibly straight teeth.
Thank you. It took
a
lot of
braces
and also Invisalign because the braces didn't work.
Yeah.
I never
Mine
had
did,
braces.
but I had them for years. Aren't you so cool, Keon?
Yeah, well, they did work, but then even though I wore my retainer, I started having an open bite. So I had to get Invisalign for 4 years during college, which sucked.
My jaw is definitely shifting a little. And Nexodamus, that's kind of what we do here. So
yeah,
it's not your
but
thing.
if it's not your cup of tea, there's tons of other there's tons of other.
My funny thing is just
but we are gonna chat and give our opinions because that's what we do here.
Will you come to my opinions?
Will you listen to my opinions this
What's going
summer?
on? What are we doing?
Huh?
What's going on?
Huh? Yeah, what's going on?
Have you guys seen Jeremy Colhane do Tucker Carlson? Because it's my favorite thing ever.
Thanks, Thor.
What's going on?
How much do you bench, Thor? It looks like you bench a lot.
Oh, OP was advising someone else in the comment. Okay, so that comment didn't have anything to do with the story.
That's crazy.
I think it was solely to tell us, we're happy we have a kid and it worked out for us.
We're happy we have a kid. It's okay.
Okay, Silver Surfer.
It's truly okay. We hope that you have a good day.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. Ryan says, do any of y'all speak any other languages? Wouldn't you like to know?
I know
Weather
a
boy.
good amount of Dutch, weirdly, but I
Cool.
haven't brushed up on it in a a while.
I
But
understand.
definitely
Go right now.
not fluently.
Say something in Dutch.
Uh,
it.
Hi, goeiedag.
She just spoke Dutch.
I said, hi, how was your day?
That's crazy. Hola. I speak
I speak.
I speak Spanish. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
I
Muy
think Keon's
bien.
the most accurate out of all of us in
Hey.
knowing and understanding things.
Yeah, I understand Spanish. I understand Tagalog and more Ilocano because my mom's Filipino.
Whoop, whoop.
Shout out to the Philippines.
The
Philippines.
Philippines. Christina the Greek says, Sophia speaks Australian, if that counts. That's true.
She
I do
speaks and
speak Australian,
understands
Which
Aussie.
honestly, it's more about understanding Australian. Because truly, if you talk to like really Australian people, it is hard to understand them. And my grandfather, who passed away a couple years ago, but whenever we visited him, he truly taught. He would be like, and you'd be like, what? So it does take a lot of training to understand what some of those very thick accents are.
Can you scroll up real fast?
Yeah.
Chilaba says, well, you are from New Jersey, so close to areas where Dutch settled. I don't know how many Dutch we have near me in Jersey. It's more Irish Italian. But I actually learned Dutch because I went to an international gymnastics training camp, and I got along with a lot of the Dutch counselors the most, and I would have them like teach me little things while I was there. But then they started messing with me because they're little tricksters, little sarcastic tricksters. Love all of you, but they would mess with me. So
tricksters.
I learned so hard for like because it was only a summer thing. So I learned so hard the whole year so that when I got back, if they told me to say something, I would know what they were telling me to say. So it was actually like a vengeance to learn. So I ended up getting very far in Duolingo learning, and I could understand and hold good conversation with them, but I've fallen out of it since.
That's super impressive. I really want to. My boyfriend is fluent in Spanish, and I really want to. There was one time in my life where I was at my most fluent, and that was probably my senior year of high school. And then I took 7 years of Spanish total, and it did not stick.
I took also from 3rd to 8th of Spanish. They made us in school.
It was 7th for us.
And
I
then
took
I
Latin.
picked French for high school.
Yeah.
I did 3 years. I wanted to do a 4th year and take the fluency certification.
Mm-hmm.
And my guidance counselor, I don't know who it was behind it, but they made me take physics and pre-calc instead, even though I was already in college for film.
Yeah.
And said, I'm not going to need this. And they said, no, you shouldn't take French. And I was like, really? Because French makes a lot more sense for what I'm doing, but okay. And they made me. Keon, when I open Story 2, Episode 1, it's already at the end/middle of the story.
I got no notes. So
Okay.
What is it?
It's
I can also just look through it.
Is it my wife?
My wife.
It's like all the way at the end. Hang on.
Awesome Ashley has a comment here.
My wife asked for an open marriage, and she already had someone in mind, which I feel like I mean
that feels like every
title,
story that we've ever read.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me check the other one in that and see if it's also at the end.
Yeah. Could you scroll down on the comments, please?
I saw someone ask if we picked up any Japanese. I was doing Duolingo before we left, and we kind of were able to order food by the end pretty good.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yeah, we learned some pretty good Japanese. Would we ever collab with other Storytime channels?
We have done some collabs with other YouTubers. We did a collab with Miles Bonsignore a while ago. He's great.
We did a collab with Baby No Money.
We did a collab with, these are not necessarily Storytime channels, but Baby No Money.
Angie and Riley did one in Vegas with, I want to say Sardi, but that might be wrong.
Sarby?
Sarby? Is that it?
Sarby or Sarby, yeah. Sarby, yeah. Someone said, I tried to learn Tagalog. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I would say those are like
one of the hardest languages to learn. Not one of the hardest, but like it's up there. It's difficult.
And honestly, I should really just like reach out to some other YouTubers because I was a huge fan of Miles prior, and I just like email. Like when I first started working here, I just like emailed him and was like, "Do you want to come on the podcast?" He was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And
follow up.
Yeah, so should just email people honestly, see if they want to come back on.
Calls and emails.
I'm like, "Hello, do you want to come?"
When you come to my podcast,
would you come to my podcast?
Don't go to Russia.
Nina Nelson says, "Love Miles."
Podcast.
Yeah. And someone says, "What do you guys do after the podcast? Sleep? You go to bed?"
Besides the podcast, I have a lot of weird circus hobbies. I do trapeze and stilt walk. I'm an assistant editor outside of this. So
I am in a sketch show.
I have an announcement.
Oh, Riley's got an announcement.
Guys, Riley's pregnant.
Riley's pregnant.
You wish.
But it's
guys,
style.
Everyone should go to okop.show.
Who's that?
And see what's there.
I'm pulling it up right now.
We're doing it. Carly, what do you see?
Let me see.
Kevin Lane came on the show.
OKOP.show.
OKOP.show right now. Look it up.
Oh my God, guys. There's a cool announcement.
What does it say?
It says, come hang with the OK Storytime crew for a live show you won't forget.
It's true. We've got a live show May 23rd at the Stray Theater.
7 p.m.
It's in East Hollywood or Melrose if you really know LA. 7 p.m. Bring your friends, bring your mom, bring your dad.
It's on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday, which is, again, May 23rd.
Bring your dog. Bring your cat.
Well, you can't bring your dog, but you can bring your log.
I genuinely did not know what that announcement was going to be, guys. You found out with me.
So come on down.
Thor said,
drive over. Drive over, see us live.
You better get flying.
It's worth it.
Aw, Johnny Dubs.
Johnny Dubs says, would love to come, but still in Japan here.
You know what? We'll bring it out to you.
May 23rd. That's a fun trip.
We'll bring it to you. How about that?
Who's pulling up? We got Rosie the Posy. She's
Oh.
local.
You know what? You might just live in Japan. That could be true.
Van Camper.
Christine the Greek says, bring your grandma.
Bring your grandma.
Is it 18 or 21 plus, Riley?
Anyone can come. Bring your kids.
Anyone can come. I mean, like it'll be the same.
Can my dog
it'll
bring
probably
me?
be the same material as what we usually, read and stuff, or similar. So up to you whether or not you think it's appropriate for your kids, but anyone can come legally.
Yo.
Nice. Kim Roberts says, I need to check flights from Detroit to LA.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Good Morning
that's
Petty
okay.
Potato says, and there's a countdown for when we cannot get tickets. It says 3 hours left, ?
Yes, 3 hours left.
Okay.
Oh, there's only
But
3
I
hours?
can talk to Eddie about extending the time.
3 hours
Might be a
left,
good
but
idea.
also probably a little bit more.
Chris J says, y'all should come to New Jersey too. I often come to New Jersey. I'm from there.
Jepper says anyone can come legally as great as that. Well, you were asking if it was 18 plus. Yes, anyone can legally come.
Yeah. And plus, John and Sam will be there.
John and Sam will be there. Woo!
Big drop. That's the really exciting
Name
news.
drop. Famous stars, John and Sam will be there. Yeah.
Exclusive interview.
Exclusive interview with John and Sam.
All right, that's my announcement. Yay.
That's his announcement. Bye, Riley.
Bye, Riley.
Thanks, Riley.
He's leaving. Chippe says, wish y'all could come to the Bay Area. Y'all would crush it. Well, if this goes really well, maybe we could.
When we were in Japan, Wingles reached out to me. I was like, I would love to meet up with you.
Yeah.
And we wanted to so badly, but we were
just
so
booked.
tightly booked on the times that we were going to do
Just everything.
what were Wingles
Was it Taekwondo or like Jiu-Jitsu?
Jiu-Jitsu, I think.
Yeah.
Again,
And the times were just like right when we had things booked. And
Nicole Ramirez. Can I get advice about Filipino in-laws? Run.
And again, to be
What?
clear, it is not this month. It is next month, May 23rd.
A
So we
month
got- a
from
month from now.
today.
You got a whole month. What day is
Today's
it?
April 23rd.
It's April 23rd.
It's
You
on
have a
May
whole month.
23rd.
You got a whole
kidding.
freaking month.
But what's your question about Filipino in-laws? Because they are hard to deal with.
Can we buy an e-ticket if we can't make it live?
I don't know. I
know
know
if it'll be
we are
streamed.
recording it.
Wait.
so-
What's
Yeah.
my photo on the website? Hold on. Pull up the website. What is it?
It's the ones we've sent in, I think.
Jarvis, pull up that picture and make my calls.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. I don't
Nicole,
know.
We can't do
What
that.
I have is
but
the
you can
cute
submit
little
your story.
emojis that Ming Ming made.
Emojis. Wait, stop
Jarvis
I don't like
increased the
that.
size of my head by
it.
800%.
OKOP.
Why do you
wait,
smell like
okay,
jerky?
now I'm back to
It
the
was from the
Okay,
ingredient,
got
the
the
big
the
old
OK
potato I
team.
ate.
Here's our pictures.
Yeah, Nicole, you can
Keon,
submit
it's
it to
the
our
one
subreddit.
you sent in.
Should I-
it's
should I-
me.
Should I send this to my boyfriend?
Yeah.
Should my boyfriend come? I can't look at any of the pictures.
No, you have to go into the OK Teams tab. Not that one. Up here in the
Okay.
three things. Okay, meet the OK team.
Okay. Oh no.
The OK team.
Oh, cute.
Shout out
Okay, you guys
Lumpia.
can see all of our cute little emojis.
Yes,
Shout
we
out
will have to
Lumpia.
tell Riley that the Instagram Connect is not working.
Shout out
That
Pantsuit.
must be you because that
That's
looks
what I'm
exactly like.
Yeah, I know.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that I've got a little smirk on. I also like that Riley has a little steak on his head.
I like they put that picture. That's funny.
Yeah, so come
What
on
is
down,
happening
guys.
right
It'll be
now?
fun.
It's a swap.
We'll have a good time. Whitney P. Anderson says, Sophia, did you find a dress? No, but my friends are coming in clutch, and they are providing me with dresses. So we'll see.
What's up, Darren?
Yeah, I have
All
an
right.
option.
I
if
am too short to offer that.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
And
Unfortunately.
Campinator got her ticket already.
Woo!
All right.
I'm so excited to see you in person.
Great photo, Carly. Thank you.
Keon,
all right.
please tell me parking is good. LOL.
It is really good. So
It's
I actually
LA.
do. Savannah and I actually do our shows at the Straight Theater.
Yeah.
Specifically because the parking is very good, and the
Actually,
time
yeah.
we're doing it, I believe so it's metered,
And there's a garage
and
right
there's
there.
what?
And
There
there's
is
a
a
garage
garage.
if you need it.
If you need it, there's a garage. There's also metered parking, and then there's just street parking,
Yeah.
which I believe is like 2 hours, but it's like
Well, no, once
if
it's
you're
past,
coming at
Stops
7,
at
it stops
8,
at
I
8.
think.
yeah,
yeah.
once it passes 8, yeah.
Something
it's-
like that. So parking is very, very easy. There's a lot of restaurants in the area. If you want to get food before, yeah,
It's a good area.
it's a good area. It's very like safe.
Thanks, Nicole.
We have never had to pay for the parking structure. Parking.
I've never
The
had
street
to.
always works.
Yeah.
All right. We're doing a swap.
Well, that's not true.
Let's have the
It's not
ADHD
downtown.
gang
I'm
rolling.
sorry, I was referring to.
Okay. Oh.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. But we're
Yeah.
Are you Pink
gonna
Panthers?
We're just
leave
responding to
now.
questions.
And okay.
No,
Bye.
it says that I have a literature degree. I do have a literature degree. I have a theater and lit degree. Are you making a joke?
She's not an actual English major.
I'm not an
guys.
English major. I'm a
It's
lit
Dakota's
major.
favorite joke.
All right.
Okay,
Get on
what
out.
does it say?
Finally catching on.
Bye.
People are finally understanding that you're an English major. You probably wish you were an English major.
No, I want the red chair. No, give me it.
I guess if you're rich and
I think it was just a swap. I don't know if it's breaking.
So
Guys, I just showed my dogs for free. What are you gonna do? Actually, well, technically it's not for free. I just showed my dogs, so you guys need to give me $8 million. $8 million
My
right
wife.
now, or I cut off my feet, and it'll be your fault.
It will. It's all your fault. Deal with that. Look at my mom saying no, bra. Yeah, it's true. I'm not wearing a bra. Thank you for putting that there.
someone said, "Wait, who's the girl in the green? Introduce yourself for some people who don't know who you are."
Guys, it's me. I'm Savannah. What's up? What up? What up, my baby girls and baby boys and baby neutrals?
Baby intersex.
Baby intersex.
My little baby intersexers.
Yes. Let the hate flow through
Is it set?
you.
So,
You know what? I'm gonna make a royalty-free band. I'm gonna make a royalty-free band, and we're just gonna play rip-offs of Steely Dan, and we're gonna be called Metallic Dennis.
I was gonna say Metallic Daniel.
Come here. I thought you were gonna do something.
Lauren.
Baby,
Okay, my girl.
non-binary, baby. My baby is non-binary, and I hope that you can accept
Are they
that.
siblings or just Tisamine?
They are not siblings.
We're not related.
Nicole, I find that extremely offensive.
I also find that offensive.
Who's reading
I
this
find that
one?
offensive, and you're gonna have to be
Um,
sent to a camp
I'm gonna
to
read.
fix that.
Dakota, no. No. We are
I'm
putting
sending you to
we're
a reformation camp
putting a
so
stop
that
on
you
that
can
one.
stop bullying autistic people.
We are putting a stop on that one.
What?
Who's reading this one?
There's only one person in this room defending the
I'm
autistics,
gonna read.
and it's me. Funny enough.
Is it my wife? Wait,
My wife asked.
we already did this one.
Okay, you
D
did?
baby
Yeah.
SB
Okay,
says
did you
I
do
want
the
to.
second story in it?
What do you
We
mean,
do the second
Is-
story.
no one- Wrote down that you guys did the first one.
guys?
Oh.
D baby SB says I want to know, is Dakota and Riley related? No, we're just both white boys with mustaches. Not every white boy with a mustache is a brother. Nicole, don't worry. I was just fully joking. No one's sending you to a camp, and I don't feel you bullied us. I was being
Yeah, no, we did both of
sarcastic.
these.
You did both?
We did both.
Okay, go to episode 3. I'll change it and I'll put a note in.
Wait, is TikTok like live? Is there no delay on TikTok at all?
TikTok's very, very live.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
TikTok's super live.
Everyone else has a little bitty baby delay.
Going to bed because I punched the horse.
Okay, sorry guys.
Where
We're
are
gonna
you, Ricky?
Rooney with the
I just bought a horse. I just bought a horse.
What?
I just
I
bought a
looking up?
horse. In New York City. Gotta grab my keys and get in
Okay,
my
third
car.
episode.
And I sold the car to buy the horse. I just lost my horse. I just lost my horse.
Wait, we did the second one too.
Right, go to
I
go
do
to
not
episode
look like
3.
Riley. Get out of here. Me and Riley do not look the same.
Do you know what I mean by that?
The third episode.
Yeah, you guys read that one also?
Yeah.
Hi,
All the
Amy.
stories
I've
of it.
always
Wait.
liked dogs, unless
Lost my
they're
daughter's
poorly
t-
trained
wait,
and they
wait.
bite people, and then I don't like those
No.
dogs. My cousin had a dog who was really sweet, but it would get really weird sometimes, and you'd have to you'd kind of have to be.
Oh,
I don't know. I
wait.
feel like I can read animal
This-
emotions sometimes,
So this one we tried to do.
and it bit her in the face.
This one, the one we tried to do, and then
just
it didn't work. It like cracked.
lost my horse. We can do this one, yeah.
That one we
Let me read it because I think you read it
I
last
did
time,
read it
right?
Last time.
Where are you, Ricky?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Figuring some stuff out. I can add a
Only
couple
12
minutes.
guys.
I was just watching the episode where Dakota talks about
I
the
can do a
lizard
couple minutes,
people.
guys. There we
Did
go.
you know that
is.
I'm a lizard person? Close up on my eyes. Ming Ming,
They just
give
got
me vertical pupils. Dark J Max says, "Sorry, Dakota, but Riley is cuter." You are right.
Aww.
What a cute little scrumptious little nugget he is.
Okay.
Wait,
Are we ready?
I need my board.
Go get it. Run as fast as you can, dangerously.
I looked everywhere for Ricky,
but I guess my best
But I could not find him.
Wait, I gotta write down Jessica Christ because that was so good.
Jessica Christ.
All right, what's up, twin? I'll add a couple minutes for that.
I just bought
There
a
we go.
horse. I just bought a horse. I just bought a horse. In New York City.
We're
Savannah?
on episode 3.
Yeah, I know.
F1.
Oh.
Nobody knows.
Oh yeah, he is
Everybody
big.
knows that
He's a
I am a
giant
giant
head.
man and I am too big for cams. Guys, the room in here looks
Honestly,
so
yeah,
nice.
it looks
All the shelves in here look so nice. Guys, who did that? Who did that?
You can't even see.
No one can see that.
Who did
Stop
that?
It. What was that?
Go back. Go back. Whoa.
Sophie.
Okay.
I love her. I love her.
Wait,
all right, well-
this isn't the one that we did.
The twin one?
Yeah.
3727 is what I have. What are we supposed to be on? Did you click the wrong thing?
No, it's the twin.
That's the one.
You'll know when we start reading.
No, because what we read was a 3K, the one that didn't work.
That's fine. We'll just read that one. All right. We have
Whatever.
some.
So
We have
you're
some donations.
confused.
Uh,
You're confused
Mater.
now. I'm confused.
Yeah, what's up, Nicole?
Maybe.
Kidman.
I just got back.
Thank you for $5. Yay! My favorites are finally here. Ha ha! Just kidding. I love everyone.
No. Yeah, sure,
Who
Nicole.
are
You
your
can.
favorites?
It
was your favorite
It's not available in the UK.
That just
You have broken my heart for the first and last time, Maybear.
Ouch.
And I'm going to go write about it in my journal.
I'll let Riley know about that.
What?
Emma Wilkins.
What do you want?
Let
What do you
Riley know. Let Riley
What?
know.
Thank you,
Won't
Purple
please let him know?
Axolotl, for the 5 gifted
Please
memberships.
let him know.
Thank
Let
you.
Riley know. Yeah. Yeah.
Sophia did a lovely job on the shelving.
She didn't do anything.
All right, here we go.
Really didn't.
I did all that.
It's true.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I did all the shelves in the studio down here. Okay, last one. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
My parents favored my twin our whole lives, so I chose to walk away.
Walk away. Walk away.
So I, 17 female, teenager alert, have 2 older brothers, 19, 21, and a twin sister. I should mention that my family is pretty affluent. Just imagine she's wearing a monocle. Ever since I can remember, my parents encouraged me and my twin to compete with each other while they always favored her over me. She always had their support, and I was expected to be considerate. When I succeeded at something more than she did, they'd ask me to give it up, but they never asked this from her. I do love her and my parents, even though I feel like I have been treated unfairly. By the way, this comes from user SoftU9949. If you want to submit your own stories, mosey on down to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Savannah.
I'm Keon.
And we're going to read this story, but do you have a twin sister, Keon?
You know, a lot of people think Kiona is
Just
my sister.
yes or no?
No, I don't. But a lot of people think she is my twin.
Guys, I was a twin.
Okay. And then you ate your twin.
I did.
So we can't ask for your advice.
Survival of the fittest.
My
and guess
point
what?
was, we are going to try to give advice, but we don't know everything. We haven't gone through this. We only know the things we know. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says.
Oh, we just got 30 more minutes.
And we've got another 30 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, 30.
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Keon's always doing good. Never let him fool you. Even on his worst day, he's doing better than everyone else on the planet.
Yeah, I'm better than you at Marvel Rivals. You're right.
You are. I'm glad that you are. I hate that game. Both of us have aspired to be doctors for a long time. I studied really hard for it for a long time, and so did she. This year we graduated, and both of us applied for the same programs in the same universities. The process here is quite different than it is in the U.S. We can start med school right after high school if we get accepted. She wants to go to the same university as I do, and so do my parents. I, on the other hand, feel like going on my own and having a separate life from my sister. I love her so much, but we have been together my entire life. She is an introvert, while I am an extrovert, so she follows me around most of the time. I always include her and made sure she was... I always included her and made sure she was happy, but it's been like this our entire lives, and I am honestly tired of it. Not to mention that if we go to the same place, I would be expected to study with her and help her get high grades, and would not be able to study on my own and focus on my success. Wait a minute. Is that what they've expected out of you the whole time? What?
Do they just expect you to be exactly the same person?
Imagine, sorry, adjusting my mic. Imagine just like the whole time it's OP who was the smart one, but OP has just been helping her twin this whole time and leaving no time to do her own thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I also thought that when it was like, yeah, if I'm going to have to do this for her and I'm going to have to do this. And it's like, have you been doing that the whole time?
It's like you're at the driving range working on your golf swing because you're trying to get on that varsity golf team, and she's like, "Can you watch my swing?" She hits 375 golf balls. You hit 4. Guess who's going to be the better golfer?
4, because you want to be lower in golf.
I will accept that as logically, sound from you.
Was it not?
But this is this is the driving range. We're just hitting balls. Okay. We're not playing golf. We're doing this is the warm-ups. This is practice.
Do you want to
What's
hit
better,
more or
practicing
less?
375 times or 4 times?
Oh yeah, 375.
Right, okay.
5. I don't even know the number. Somebody help me. I'm already losing it.
So, my parents will be mad if I succeed more than her. Who cares? It has been like this for the past 12 years, which will eventually hurt me. I just want to finally be my own person. This is where I might be the a-hole. I got accepted to 4 different universities and she got into 2. I waited for her to decide where she wanted to go and then made my decision. A different place. Then she changed her mind and said she wanted to go to her second option, the one I chose. I said it was not a problem and I would go to a different place, one she did not get into. My sister got really offended and my parents are furious, even though I explained myself politely and said that I love her but wanted to get a fresh start where nobody knows me. They demanded that I go to the same place as my sister or else they would not pay for my degree.
Wow.
Then I said whatever and that I would be fine on my own and left to my grandparents. When they came to talk to me, they just kept saying how wrong and entitled I am. I really had enough, so I told them I hated them for treating me like this. Now I'm refusing to talk to them and ignoring their calls. My brothers and grandparents are on my side, but everyone else is telling me I'm an a-hole. So am I. And there is an edit here. Here's... Well, what's your take, Savannah, before I give mine?
I don't like this at all. I don't like when people have twins and then they want them to do exactly the same thing. I don't care if you were born on the same day, came out of the same hole. You are not the same person.
Popped out of the same orifice.
You just, like, twins, they can be similar looking, they can have similar personalities, whatever, but they are 2 separate people. And
they should be.
Yeah. And, like, that's the thing is, like, people very much treat them like, oh, you have to do this with your sister, your brother, or whatever. You have to do this with your twin. You have to do this with your twin. Do this with your twin. And it's like, okay, but when do I get a separate identity from my twin? Like, all of your birthdays every year are shared. You will never have your birthday by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that honestly makes me really pissed off. Like, I'd be like, no, it's mine.
Well, here's what I'll say. You're in the right in terms of like who's weirder, you or for wanting your own life, or your parents and your sister for refusing to let you have one. They're the weird ones. However, if you do want to, be a doctor and go to, university and all that good stuff, and you're trying to go to med school and your parents are going to pay for it and now they're not, I'm sure that you could be fine without them. But what I would do is I would take advantage of them. And I would say and act contrary to how I feel. Because you're justified in feeling really upset. But you need to go, oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll do that. And then once you get to university, you don't do any of that. You just focus on becoming a doctor. And if your sister is following you around, run. Hide. If she wants you to help her with all of her work, say, I can't. Or say, I will later. Put it off. It's time for you to start pulling little puppet strings here. It's called politics. There's politics to everything if you want to play it. A lot of people, I hate playing politics. I don't do it. I'm usually just very honest and straightforward to the point where it bites me in my ass all the time because I just don't like doing politics. But if you want to be a doctor, you're going to have to probably play some in this moment. That's what I would say.
I just don't like how the parents are kind of formulating it that they have to do exactly the same thing. Like they both are going to the same university to both study the same things. They're going to both live together. Well, it's like, why can't I just go do my separate things? Like what is the logic behind me not having my own separate identity from my sister?
Yeah, and imagine they're also, we don't know this, but imagine they're identical twins.
Yeah. I mean,
that's always freaky to me.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Freaky, identical twins?
That's not
one of the dads that I used to work for is an identical twin.
That's not their fault.
No, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying it's freaky.
You just don't want a twin. Okay, cool.
Well, no, it's like, what if like one day like they, I don't know, like absorb you or something?
Yeah, look how she turned out.
I have both personalities.
Is that why you have that face on the back of your head?
Yeah. I'm like that one movie. What was that? Malignant. You
Oh,
ever watched it? It's so nasty.
yeah, and you know what? On a level that doesn't require like the manipulation, a lot of people in the comments are saying, scholarships or grants maybe at other colleges where your sister didn't go. But yeah, I don't know. You got to play the game here a little bit. But you are in the right, emotionally. Edit. My brother got me everything I thought I needed, including my cat. Whoa. I called the university to ask if my parents can unenroll me, and they can. However, since they never paid, it will be difficult for them, and the university can try to delay them until my 18th birthday. My grandparents assured me that they would not let them do something like that, but it is still nice to have a plan B. Dude, shout out to the grandparents. Big dogging the children. Say, grandpappy, peepaw, meemaw. Peepaw, meemaw not gonna let me not go to college.
I love a good peepaw meemaw.
School starts on Monday, and it looks like it is settled for now. I will have updates for you guys as soon as I have something to say. P.S. Postscript. I do not feel like talking to them right now. It is like all of the anger I held against them is now very real. I hope I used the right word, and I feel like I need to cool down before deciding what is next. They probably could also use some time off, and there is an update. Ta-da! Yeah, you held it in perfectly fine. There for as long as you could.
So what, is she going to a different school or no?
Well, there's an update, so let's find out.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I just completely miss that?
So, as I think I said in the comments, school started 2 weeks ago, and so far it is absolutely amazing. I have great roommates, and I love my classes. It's a bit intense, but I'm keeping up. It's truly a dream come true. Well, some things happened. My parents apparently called my university and asked for my schedule. From what I understand, they said that as my legal guardians, they are entitled to know everything about it. The school told them that if they want my details, they need to come and prove that they are indeed who they claim to be, and informed me about it. It happened just a couple of days after the school year started. They had not contacted me until a week ago when they asked me to have dinner with them. They even offered to drive to where I am, which is strange, as they never even bothered to pick me up from my friend's house in the past, but I agreed. It was on Friday, and they reserved places in a fancy restaurant nearby. Dinner went surprisingly well, a bit awkward, but they were nice. Then they told me they would pay for my school tuition and everything else I needed, but... What's the but? What's the but?
You have to do exactly what your sister tells you to do.
But yeah, you have to do the exact same schedule and classes and extracurriculars as your sister, for sure. So they've learned nothing. Maybe that's not what they say, though. Let's find out. But only if I took a gap year.
What?
So your sister can get a head start?
Wait, why does she have to take a gap year?
So that the sister can get a year before she does. That would be my guess. Because clearly they favor the sister. They want the other sister to be better and do better. So you take a gap year, which don't do that, and your sister can be 1 year ahead of you.
The fact that they want to put her a whole year behind just to have them both like do the same thing is beyond insane, actually. Because like, why would you do that to your own child? Just to have them do the same thing? That's crazy. I don't know. I do not like these parents. I do not like this Sam I am.
I refused.
Oh, hold on.
Oh!
Oh.
What country are they from? It's not America.
Oh, it's not?
It's not the U.S. They're not going to school in the U.S. It's got to be Europe.
Vatican City.
What kind of parents are these? I don't think they're Italian parents. Italian parents would be way chiller, right?
Maybe like Korean? Korean parents?
I didn't think about that. I guess it might not be in Europe.
Or India.
Nico says
Could be India. Like what weird twin? What is there any pop culture stuff with weird twin stuff? I mean, there's
French. We can check.
Isn't
I can
it
take a look.
like scratch
Also,
your
it's
butt twin?
Parlez-vous
Some people say
français? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Okay. I refused, obviously. After arguing with me, my dad said that he had had enough of my attitude and ungratefulness, left a 200 francs bill, and left. What is that? Is that German? I feel like the franc is German. Or is that French?
Francs could be a couple. It's Switzerland or Liechtenstein.
Ah, the Swisserlandisch. Swisserlanda. Ja, we are going to climb the mountain.
Okay, that's cool.
200 francs. Danks.
Franks.
I will admit that I sat there crying for about half an hour before I left with the change, as the bill and the tip did not reach 200 francs.
It could also be, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but it also could be over 20 African nations and some Pacific territories.
Oh.
Wait, I forgot Lauren is
Wow.
in Switzerland. Look at her. I'm in Swiss.
I would say
I'm
Swiss. I would say Switzerland. You know why? Because Switzerland is like one of the wealthiest. I think it actually is like the most expensive like nation in Europe. And these parents sound like crazy, like weird rich parents.
One of my friends in the chat, Lauren, is from Switzerland. And she's saying Swiss people are crazy. I live here. She's literally in Switzerland as we speak.
Yeah.
And she lives there.
Hey, their fondue is really good.
So
I mean, they
can tell them
move
everything, Lauren.
different over there, bro. They've got Swiss bank accounts. That's already weird, right? You don't know about the Swiss bank account?
No.
Okay, we'll get into that later. If you are asking yourselves what that was about, then I did too. Yeah, what? I talked to my brother, and apparently my sister decided she doesn't want to go to med school. She wants to take a vacation to think about the future with a cleared mind or something like that. And you guessed it, almost everyone thinks I should go with her.
What?
Oh my God, it was! You have to do what your sister wants. Oh
That's
my God!
insane. Why? I don't get the logic behind any of this.
Just let us be different.
Yeah, what is wrong with that? You have kids. They also have 2 other brothers that are not twins. So why, just because we're twins, we have to do every single thing together at once?
I feel like it's an aesthetic thing. Like maybe they in whatever weird elite social circles they move in. This is like a little. This is like something that they would put on their mantle. It's like a piece of art. It's like, yeah, we have these twins and they do all of the same things together all of the time. There's 2 people who have 1 person, and we made them that way. We designed them like design a baby. I'm trying to make that distinct from German. I don't know. I don't think I'm hitting the Swiss accent.
No.
Lauren, is he doing it right?
No, you're doing it.
Okay, Keon, hit me.
I've been to Switzerland.
I haven't.
Well, let me hear it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Swiss miss.
Cowardice.
I can't even say it. Swiss miss.
My Swiss miss hurts.
My Swiss miss. Merry Swiss miss.
Everyone bully Keon until he does a Swiss accent, please. Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, he sounded German. Thank you,
I know.
Pumpkin Spice.
It's not like they're next door or anything.
Are they?
They are,
Oh.
by the way.
Okay.
After all, we're twins, and it would only be fair that we start studying at the same time. There has been no contact from my parents ever since, but that is kind of an okay by me. I got a scholarship, and by the end of the semester, I might get another one. Sorry, I just laughed because your friend said he sucks.
I know. I'm just watching this. She's like, yeah, no, he sucks.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna show up next week with a Swiss accent.
Oh, there are 4 languages.
Don't know
in
when
Swiss.
I'm gonna break that one out. My grandparents paid for the rest, and they insist that I will not pay them back, but I'm already working on that. My sister answered my messages yesterday. She told me that I hurt her because I did not want to be with her, and she does not know if she can forgive me. That's your decision, babe. I understand her, and I do really miss her, but I don't want to give up on my dream. I hope she will understand me someday. I think she probably will when she gets bored of being alone, because she clearly just tried to emotionally gaslight you by being like, well, if you do this, I don't know if I'm ever going to forgive you. Expecting you to go, oh, well, now that means I can't. I have to do it because what?
I mean, is the sister just as bad as the parents? Does everyone just manipulate OP in this entire, relationship that they have? Like, this family dynamic is just, all right, we got to keep her under watch. Like, is that what's happening?
Yeah, who knows, man? I'm so done with these parents. So basically, I think things are all right by now. Not much has changed, but I have my grandparents and my friends, so I'm fine. I'll be completely calm only after my 18th birthday, when my parents will no longer be able to get me out of university. It's really soon, so I'm optimistic. Thank you all for reading and helping me. I really appreciate it, and we do have another edit here. Thank you all for your comments.
You're gonna love this edit, by the way.
I'm on a pretty tight schedule, so I still have not finished reading, but I promise I will answer all of the questions and comments. Since some of you got confused over the francs, we use them in Switzerland. By the way, whether you're in Switzerland or Germany, whether you're in Copenhagen or Berlin.
What about Aruba, Jamaica?
You can listen to full episodes with stories just like this on your favorite podcast platform, iHeartRadio, or wherever you're listening to podcasts. Just search OK Storytime. We are coming up on our final little update here. I bet she's a doctor. Maybe not. Maybe not that much time has gone by, but she's on the road. I think she's there.
She's getting there, but I don't know. I just think maybe you'll have to go low contact with your family. I wish it wouldn't have to be that way, but they just seem like they're so toxic and so manipulative towards you. Like, you can't have your own identity outside of your sister, and that's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, are there any other twins in chat that have gone through something like this? Or if you're a twin out there,
twins in chat, let's go.
Let us know in the comments if you've had, weird twin identity issues. Also, is Copenhagen in Denmark or Switzerland?
I don't know where anything is.
I think I needed to say Zurich.
Zurich's in Switzerland.
Not again!
Dude.
No!
Copenhagen's the capital of Denmark.
No!
You're so...
At least I knew it. At least I realized.
No.
See, I don't say any of that because anything I say is just going to be
Everything
wrong.
you say with your chest and you think it's
I
100.
didn't even say it with my chest. It came out automatically because we had the Copenhagen debate before.
No.
So it came out. And then it was also, I don't know.
Denmark is actually in just Germany. Yeah.
You know what? Every country
Just read the story.
every country is Germany. Welcome. Update number 2. I just felt like I wanted to let you know how things are going. I will keep it short, so I will not reach the limit. I'm honestly very happy here. I've been studying like crazy, though. The material is interesting, though, so it's okay. I am still not talking to my parents. They tried to reach out, but I'm not interested. Not right now, at least. I do not know, nor am I interested in knowing what they wanted to say. I did talk to my sister, though. She's currently in South America, living her best life and searching for purpose. Or porpoise. The pink dolphins in the Amazon rainforest. This is more or less a translation of her words. It will soon be exam season, and it's pretty stressful, but I'm confident in most of my courses. I do hate physics, though.
Well, who doesn't?
John Robert Oppenheimer. And that is the end of that story.
So I looked at that post.
You looked up that post?
I looked up at the post, and there's a comment that I'll read in a second.
I'm sorry. Your friend Lauren said Savannah set this man straight on
I
what?
can't do
Geography? You think Savannah's going to set me straight on geography?
So there was a comment here that sticks out like a sore thumb for like all the twins that probably dealt with this. Cinder Party asks, were they the type of parents who insisted you dress identical and have identical haircuts all through childhood? This is just so weird. Glad school is going well for you, and you have your grandparents and brothers in your corner. Hopefully, if your sister goes through with the vacation, she'll end up discovering she enjoys being her own independent person just as much as you do. And OP responds with, yes, every single day in elementary school, I felt so ridiculous and begged them to stop in middle school.
Ugh.
Thank you so much. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's been forever. Yeah, they're like a handbag to them. They're an accessory. There's something to show off. So who in their right mind would want their twin children to look like those kids from The Shining? Like,
people.
What is going on here?
People.
What is going on?
What is going on? What is going on?
I just like to say that's been a vocal stim of mine for months and months and months and months and months and months and months before the SNL skit made it popular.
Oh,
Way ahead of the curve on that one.
Hi, Stella.
What is going on?
We have some donations though.
If you want me to break it down,
Seems
to me, in this country, not everyone can read a book. And whose fault is that?
Johnny OP, thank you for the $10. Let's not forget the fact that Coda forgot Germany when he tried to remember countries in Europe.
And that was the whole, that was the catalyst of the whole reason I did that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sofa King Sarcastic, for the $10. More time. Purple Axolotl, thank you for the 731. No message provided. You don't want to say anything?
Please let me have more time.
Anonymous, thank you for the $10. Guess I gotta get a special Batman shirt for May 23rd so you know who I am on site. LOL.
Blah, 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 blah.
Wait, how fun.
Is it the 3rd or the 8th?
I'm excited to
The 7th.
I thought it was the 8th.
No, it's like the 20. It's the 20.
This is the 28th.
20
I think it's the 28th.
something.
It's the 28th.
You know what you can do? Go to OKOP show.
OKOP.show.
Yeah,
It's the
OKOP.show.
28th.
It's not the 28th. It's the 23rd.
I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
Our show
Just go to the
afterwards. If you
thing
guys want
that
to stay a whole
we
week, our sketch show is a week after that at the same place. It's the 23rd. In the 23rd.
That was a test.
That was a test. I'm ready.
Yeah, we have donations to read.
Purple Axolotl,
Oh.
thanks for those memberships.
Oh, I didn't
You
see
gave 5 of them, now there's 5 babies here.
that. Oh,
Boom,
AV2K04 has been a member for 9 months.
Yeah.
I'm finally in the club.
uns.
I'm
Uns,
in
wer
the
in
club.
the club, baby.
The club, baby,
Uns,
the in the
uns,
club.
uns, wer
In
in
the
the
club,
club, baby.
In the
Uns,
club, do it
uns,
in the
uns,
club.
uns.
Oh, Cat 5617804 super chatted $2. Thank you. Austria also speaks German.
Nuh-uh, they speak Australian.
They speak Austrian.
Duh.
All right.
Duh.
That's
Ready?
why they call it Australia.
I don't like how your foot's pointed like that.
What?
It's
That.
giving me
Giving claws.
Put the whiteboard in my toes.
No, I touched that whiteboard. I want your toe jam on it.
Dakota, it's giving me the moon is so big. It's like, how big do you think it is?
Yeah, the moon is so big.
The moon
Yeah,
is
it's like so much bigger than Earth.
all right.
Hmm? Hmm?
I'm
All right.
ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
The school punished my daughter for setting boundaries, so I retaliated with other parents.
Did you show up with pitchforks?
My daughter is 12. I'm trying to teach her ways of creating and respecting her boundaries that are age appropriate. Yes. Teaching her that it's okay to say no to things she feels uncomfortable with. By the way, this comes from Protective Mummy G. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Dakota.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give some good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We don't only tell you what we would do in the situation, but I would love to know what you would come up with down in the comments. As OP says, there is a boy in her class who keeps bothering her and her female friends at recess. I've encouraged her to go to me or her teacher when this happens. My daughter told me a few days ago that in class, the teacher had asked the kids to form groups of about 4 or 5. She had formed a group of 5 with some other girls. Then the boy who had been giving her trouble at recess came over and said he was joining their group. Another girl said that they already have 5 and he should work with a group who only has 3 or 2 or 3 people. He said no because the teacher said about 4 or 5. My daughters then said that they didn't want to work with him and he should find another group. A few of the other girls agreed with her. He said that you can't exclude me like that. It's against class rules. And she said she didn't care. I heard about this from my daughter first, and the way she talked about it, she had been firm but not unkind. But then I got an email from her teacher saying she wanted to call. She wanted to call? Yeah. Saying she wanted to call. She said there had been an incident at school where my daughter had excluded another child and that wasn't allowed in her class, and she wanted me to have a talk with her about it. Her telling of events was the same as my daughter's. I felt proud of my daughter for her honesty. I sent her an email saying, Dear Mrs. Teacher.
Ah, yes, the Miss Teacher.
Dear Mrs. Teacher. I'm sorry, but that is not a lesson I feel comfortable teaching my daughter. She is at the age where she is already having to deal with unwanted attention, and I'm making a point to teach her that she does not have to be around anyone who makes her uncomfortable, and that a young lady is able to choose to spend time with people who make her feel respected. I understand you already are aware, boy has been behaving in ways that she feels uncomfortable with at recess from our prior conversations. I think it is a very dangerous lesson to teach a girl she has to include and be kind to everyone instead of teaching her to be aware of when someone is not respecting her no and stepping out of the situation.
Yeah, honestly, we really have lost our way in that we stopped teaching people that sometimes people need the taste smacked out of their mouth. They truly do.
Hmm?
Like people who have, I don't know, NAZI beliefs. People with certain beliefs who espouse them in ways that are aggressive and unacceptable deserve to have the taste smacked out their mouth. And it starts early. I'm not saying that that's what this little boy is, but I'm just saying it's like, you know, yeah, sometimes things are unacceptable. You can't just accept and tolerate everyone. We're not all Jesus. Like, that's not the way the real world works. And And maybe I'm just on one today. I don't know, but I also feel like I'm not centered.
There he goes. By the way, guys, we only have about 10 minutes left, just saying. Going back to the story. I hope I don't have to explain in too much detail why I find this important. But to put it briefly, I was brought up with the include everyone mindset. No exceptions. It taught me to ignore my own comfort level, and as I became a young adult, I became the victim of men who used my inability to say no to their advantage. It's a dangerous lesson and no longer appropriate at that age. Thank you, OP. Wink. I added that wink. Ting. She emailed me back asking for a meeting in person with the principal. I'm preparing for that, but wondering if my email is too harsh. I don't think it was too harsh. I honestly think that it is a good idea to teach young girls to say no, because I am very much a people pleaser and I do not say no, and it's really hard for me to say no. And I also have been like coached to like, you know, just say yes to everything, because that's just how it is.
It's
and I don't even know if that's just like a girl thing or just,
I think it could, it should be a kid thing too, because you just want to make sure kids can understand that no means no. It's good to teach anyone that, like, you can say it and you don't have to have your boundaries overstepped, because I get it. Yeah. I was also like that as a little kid.
Yeah. I feel like it is more demanded of girls though. You know, where it's like there's always some rationale where it's like, oh yeah, I know that kid's pulling your hair, but it's like, it's really because he likes you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
isn't that cute? Yeah, isn't that cute?
So what?
Yeah, no, that's terrible. Like, and also it should be good for, like, I know some people said for girls it's more difficult saying no, but it also should be good for boys to understand that no, that's it. Stop it.
Yeah. I also, Ronan Q says, be careful not to project your traumas on your kids, though.
That is true.
I can see that, but I don't think this is like a trauma. It's more so like, I don't want my daughter to feel or go through the things that I went through, because I was programmed to just like tolerate all of it and not be aware that I could say no. I think it's nice to have you be taught that no is an answer, rather than like, you can say no, but it still might happen.
Yeah, I think she's directing this in the right direction, I think, because she's doing this to like the school or whatever, like the teacher. And it's like, I don't think she's going to her kid and being like, you don't ever have to, like, I don't think she's that intense with them.
Yeah.
She's probably just like, well, if someone is doing stuff that you don't like, you actually can just remove yourself from that situation, you know?
Yeah.
And
also the little boy who's bothering them has been bothering them for a while. And she also mentioned that the teacher knows about it. So she shouldn't even have a problem with her saying, no, we don't want. And also, the thing is, 4 or 5, they had 5 people. She's like, sorry, you can't be included. And he's like, I want to be in your group. Well, that stinks because there's 5 already. Go find another group. That's just the rules, buddy.
Yeah. Also, teach your kid a straight left. Sorry, some guy just messaged in the TikTok. Where's the awesome blonde one?
I'm right here.
John?
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here.
Anyway, going back. Am I the a-hole for my response to my daughter's teacher? And there are some comments. I don't think so.
Yes, we are all in a resounding agreement that you are not.
Comment number 1 says, unless you are a doormat, you already know you weren't the a-hole. Now, be very firm that you want that boy as far as possible from your daughter, and that you will personally sue the school and the teacher if something ever happens. I think that is a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to hold up really. But yeah, I think you've said your piece, you know. I think the most important thing is to just be a parent to your daughter, more than, you know, I think you're going to have more influence over your own child than her teacher will.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, hopefully.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going back to it. OP responds, haha, as much as I try to teach my daughter about boundaries, it's still something I struggle with feeling guilty about sometimes. Hard to unlearn those wrong lessons, which is honestly why I want to teach her differently from a young age, so she doesn't grow up with that baggage, LOL.
Then now there are some additional details from OP in the comments. OP with what he's done to make them uncomfortable. Ooh, actually, I was kind of hoping they would go over this. I want to know. What is this little boy doing to these girls? Because I'm about to beat his butt.
You know what? As a child, it always pays off to have some pocket sand ready to go.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Right in the
Pocket sand. When my daughter and her female friends were having girl talk, that they'd be embarrassed to have people over here, nothing too embarrassing, just talking about kissing, which I guess is what passes as scandalous at that age, LOL. That's so, honestly, so cute. Would you kiss him? No. No, I wouldn't. Do you like Johnny? No.
You like Johnny.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Pocket sand.
He hid near them and listened in for a while.
Gross. Kind of gross. A little gross. Concerning behavior.
That's getting borderline peeping Tom here. He also chases a few of the girls around the playground, even though they don't want to play that way, and keep yelling at him to stop it and leave them alone. Does he have friends?
Pocket sand is really, really good for that.
Yeah,
Chase me around. Ha ha.
The fact that this is happening, like, this is not like the first time. The fact that this is like constantly happening with this one kid and none of the teachers stop it or like, hey, this has been brought up to his parents. He's crazy.
I tripped this one guy at recess one time when I was like in 5th grade, and it's because he kept coming up to us for like a whole week and like mocking us as me and my friends were like talking to be like, oh my God. And I was like, why? Shut up. Like, we're just talking. And he literally ran by. He was trying to catch a football, and I went, boop, put my foot out, tripped, like got, road rash all across his entire like thing. I said, oh, that stinks that happened. Oh, oops. And then he never did it again.
Ouch.
And I didn't even get in trouble for it.
Wait, Christina the Greek says, hear me out. Pocket eyes. Throw them in the sand.
Does he have friends? I'm not really sure. My daughter never said either way. She said she said she tries to keep away from him and not pay attention to what he's up to when she can't help it, so I'm not sure she'd know. Snooty girl vibes, question mark. My daughter really isn't that type. If anything, I think she struggles with standing up for herself without feeling bad about it afterwards.
How'd that get snooty girl vibes?
God,
yeah.
It's the world where we're so cooked, bro. That's crazy.
I think because they were saying how, like, you know, instead of just saying, no, we're not going to include you, they were like, no, we don't even like you anyways. Why do you want to join our group? Like, kind of like being like more mean about it. But it's true. It's also the truth.
I wouldn't like the kids spying on me and then running up to me and trying to chase me around when I don't want to do that either. I'd also be like, dude, leave me. I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't want to know you. You know what this low key reminds me of? It's kind of not the same situation at all. But there was one kid in my middle school, and I remember like he didn't really have any friends, and like nobody liked him, and like I was like, maybe this guy's just like a little, you know, underneath the surface, he's a little diamond in the rough here. And people just don't get him or whatever, you know? So I tried to be friends with him. And he was just viciously rude and mean to me. Oh. And I said, oh, this is why no one likes him. Because he's just mean all the time. Great. Person. Okay. And is that maybe a coping mechanism for him? Probably. But it's like, what? I'm not just going to just eat that all day. Okay. Have fun not having me be your friend. Bye.
I'm trying to teach her it's not something to feel guilty about. Also, a serious question for you. What about my post gave the impression that my daughter was unreasonable or mean? It is a very concerning trend when I see that anytime a girl stands up for her boundaries, there's some voice going, oh, but did she go too far? Was she really justified? Seriously, I'm curious. Can you reflect on what made you ask that? Yeah. And really consider how dangerous a message can be if you ask the same thing around young women in your life. And OP just responds, I guess. It says, I feel like a better lesson for future life is that if your group if you're in a group, example workplace, where someone has done stuff to make you feel uncomfortable, it is okay to not want to work with them. It's okay to ask your boss. It's okay to ask your boss to reassign you or the other person.
What?
What do you ask?
What is that? What was that? It's okay to ask who? Who we asking?
Oh, the boss. Is that what I?
It's okay to
I think I
ask your
said
boss.
It's okay to
Your
ask your
boss.
boss.
Your boss?
I don't know what happened there.
She said balls.
Yeah, she did.
Boss.
Yeah, we
Ask,
heard that.
hey, fellas, ask your balls.
Hey.
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 What do you guys think? It's okay to ask your boss to reassign you or the other person, or to report intimidation to HR, or even if HR and management don't address intimidation, to leave a job. Your safety is worth more than professionalism. I feel like that's just life, there is no way out of it kind of attitude is dangerous, because intimidation doesn't have to be a part of life, and there is always a way out. I stayed at a job for way too long where my boss was pestering me, and I wish I had the lesson at that time of your safety and dignity is worth more than whatever they're paying you. Find a new job ASAP. And that goes for everyone out there. You're struggling with your job. You should ask yourself, do I really need this job? Do I like this job? Am I enjoying myself? Am I scared? You know, ask yourself those questions.
Can I talk to someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a calculus there. But, like, first thing, depending on the job market, which is, at least in the States, maybe the worst it's ever been in my lifetime, minus the recession, maybe find a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Or talk to somebody, and then really if it's like, you know, it's just doing this work makes me entirely miserable.
Yeah.
Then it's time you find the next place while you still have that job.
True.
It's always easier to find a new job while you still have one.
Yeah. But also, if circumstances happen that, you know, then you can always, like, find resources and whatever to help you get temp jobs, you know, like, in the meantime. Like, I've done so many things.
Yeah, I've also had many careers, not careers really, but jobs in my life. A lot of random things.
What was the most random one?
I think, honestly, the most random one was swim instructor.
Yeah.
Because I was never a swimmer. I didn't really ever swim. Like,
Why were you?
Because I was teaching like little baby kids. You don't have to be an Olympian to teach like a 3-year-old how to swim. But my God, do you have to be a good teacher who's really patient? And I am not that.
Oh, you're like, these stupid dumb idiots don't know how to freaking swim.
Well, you know,
what's wrong
like,
with them?
Yeah, it slowly drove me insane over the course of a summer until I just realized, like, oh my God, it's not even the swimming. I just hate teaching. I hate teaching so much.
I love teaching. I love, like, teaching kids and stuff. But there is an update here. I reached out to the parents of the other 4 girls in the class who were involved, and we all coordinated to go speak to the school administration together. They had similar views, thinking it was inappropriate for the school to expect the girls work with someone who they're not comfortable with, and frustrated the teacher didn't do more to deal with the issues during recess that made the girls uncomfortable to start with.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I feel like these moms are going to walk down that school hallway strutting.
Yeah. Like in slow motion.
Yeah.
With, like, the wind. Like,
yeah.
And then, like, putting on their lipstick.
Okay, wait. To be clear, I'm not a bad swimmer. It's not like I just was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, hold your breath. It's like I learned how to teach swimming. I'm just like not, you know, I never like swam in high school or anything. Yeah.
I ended up asking the school if we could reschedule the meeting to a time where all the involved families could make. And we ended up meeting this afternoon along with my husband, another couple, 2 mothers, and a father, along with the teacher and principal. We all presented a united front asking for the following. The school does training for the teachers on trauma-informed teaching methods and the dangers of expecting young women to go against their best judgment of their own boundaries to be nice. Instead of include everyone, the kids should be allowed to respectfully set boundaries and taught to respect each other's boundaries. By the way, Respect my boundaries by listening to full episodes with stories just like this. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast app, and just search up OK Storytime. We have a little bit left. I mean, I think that this is going to work, truthfully. It's better to have, like, a united front, you know, like, kind of like a union. Like, she came in and was like, listen, this, not only do I feel this way, but now everyone else feels this way.
You've united the mothers.
It's quality in numbers.
300 mothers. 3,000 mothers.
And one father.
You have so many furious parents now.
The
Just
fury.
You don't want a mother's fury, let alone multiply that by 4, 5. You don't want that.
Hell hath no fury like a mother's fury.
The school addresses intimidation in class or at recess and doesn't enable it to continue. We went to talk, and I think it went a lot better having all the parents join instead of if I'd gone alone. The teacher and principal apologized, and the principal agreed to look for resources on how to better navigate the balance between being inclusive and not forcing kids into including someone who is crossing a line with them. Thanks a lot for all the amazing advice in the comments. I cannot believe how much this blew up, and I'm so grateful to everyone who replied with advice and support. And honestly, it was getting pretty emotional hearing how the lessons I'm trying to teach my little one resonated with other women, whether they're moms too or have been through some of the same struggles I have. Oh, and that's the end of the story.
Yeah,
and it was a good story. So. And we ended on a good note.
Yes, we did. Unless Purple's planning on some sort of rug pull like she likes to do.
But we also
2 short ones this week. Also really quick.
Well, we reached 100 likes.
We did reach 100 likes, which is technically 100 seconds. But Stella was talking about how she can't swim.
Yeah.
But she could float. So that if a shark came for Stella, she would be a goner. However, I posit that sharks actually get more excited from like a prey response, which would mean like if you were like flailing around and stuff, like the shark's going to be way more likely to like, oh, that's food, eat that. Because most of the time when a shark bites a person, they go, oh, I don't know what that is. I don't like that. And then they'll leave you alone.
How do you know that?
Because they don't eat people, really. It's like they bite you because they think you're something that they do eat.
Savannah, you look gorgeous. Thank you. I just put my hair up. That's all.
So actually, by floating, you would probably statistically increase your odds as high as you can that the shark would just leave you alone. It would be curious. Might take a little nibble and say, no, I'm done.
Might take a little nibble.
Well,
although I think shark attacks have been up recently, maybe because of the way that the ocean is changing.
Ming Ming.
Ocean man.
You would love that one.
Ocean man.
We have a couple donations left, so.
Pigeon proselytizer. Thank you for being oh my goodness, a 2-year big old baby.
Big baby.
24-month member. Wow. I'm finally signing contracts to sell my toy store tomorrow, assuming no disasters. So stoked to close this chapter. Next stop, high school teaching.
Ooh.
Okay. Bring some of those fun toys to your teaching job.
Fun.
Yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna save the youth. You need to get the literacy rates up, dude. They are low.
Good luck.
That is true.
And then
and Cat 5617804. Thank you for the 2 buckaroos. Dakota, use Sand Attack. Yeah. And that's my Pokemon noise. Soundstruck, thank you for the $5. I can't swim, but I can sink.
Oh.
Yeah. That was always my favorite thing when I was a kid. I would try to get like to be on the bottom of the pool.
Oh, I can do it. I can sink.
Me and my friends, we were in his pool and we took these like weights and we would like weigh ourselves down so that we could walk on the bottom of the pool.
Oh,
and then we weighed down like a big like bucket, like a big like round like a cooler bucket almost, like one of those big round tubs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And we weighed that down with the air in it, and then we would walk around on the bottom and then go back and get more air under the big bucket and just walk around on the bottom of the pool.
Honestly, kind of sick.
I would do that today.
I would do that right now.
I'm remembering that. I haven't thought about that in so long, and I'm remembering it, and I'm like, that was so cool. I love that.
All
That
right,
was sick.
before we end this,
It's hard to weigh down that much air, dude.
I did have a question from TT, from Nicole Ramirez.
Who's TT? Oh, from TikTok. Oh,
yes.
sorry. I was like, who's TT?
Nicole, I hope you're here, but maybe I'll answer it back. But it's a question for all of us to maybe more so for me because I'm Filipino.
Yes, you are.
She has Filipino in-laws, and she says, "My in-laws mean well. I think, but sometimes I feel like me asking them to watch my daughter. She's 2 in August. Is like asking for money, or out of nowhere they're gone for half the freaking day. The more and more we stay here, the more I'm done almost wanting to celebrate their retirement. Once they retire, they want to go back to the Philippines, and I won't be going to visit at all." I think this is a conversation that you need to have with your partner, your husband, or your boyfriend, your partner, because these are your in-laws.
I think you should weaponize your baby.
No, don't do that.
I think you should give your baby laser eyes.
I know it's really hard, especially, like, it doesn't have to be Filipino in-laws. It could be any in-laws in general, but this needs to be a team thing with, hi Jesse, this needs to be a team thing with you and your partner, talking to his parents, your in-laws, on why they act like that, and maybe you need to set boundaries, and, they shouldn't be treating you like that. They should be great grandparents. They should be helping you. They shouldn't be like, oh, if you give us this, we'll do that kind of thing. They should be unconditionally loving you and your daughter. So I think you need to have a conversation, and if there's no conversation that can be had, or if they are not happy with that, then I don't want you to look at the Philippines as like, the Philippines is a bad place because they're from there. Don't look at that. The Philippines is a great place. Great people. Unfortunately, you have in-laws who don't respect you like that.
Philippines, great place, very scary roads.
Yeah, you don't have to visit them, but I hope you can take your daughter, because she is part Filipino, to see her culture and what she grew up with, or what her father grew up with, or what her lineage grew up with.
Yeah, just watch out for the gnomes.
Yeah.
And the ghouls.
Yeah, but I think you shouldn't be like, oh, we're not going back to the Philippines ever again. I think you should definitely separate the two. But with the in-laws, that could be any culture. You need to have a full conversation with them. So, yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I hope it works out. Hopefully they can respect you and not treat you as like, as a tool, or like you can treat them as a tool. I think it should be mutual love, and should be okay. And they should be there for you and for your daughter and help out without asking for anything.
I mean, are you offering something? Like, is it like they watch the kid and then you're like, hey, dinner. Hey, I cooked something. I feel like it's nice to, like, if someone is watching your kid, even if they're like your relative, it's like, do a little something for
No,
them.
it's usually it's time. Usually it's time. Like we get a lot of stories where grandparents want the baby, but it's like grandparents should be like, yeah, we want to help, and we don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay us. We want to spend time with our grandchild.
My parents love their grandson and granddaughter. I was like, what's the other one? They love both of them, my niece and nephew, and they're like the cutest little things. He's about to turn 3. She's about to turn 1. Like, it's crazy. And they, any second, I mean, my mom's like, bring him over. Like, they want. But that's just like my parents. I mean, they love being grandparents. Some people may find it weird. Like, maybe they just don't accept that they're grandparents. Like, maybe it's like an age thing that they're like, oh my gosh, I'm a grandparent. Like, that's weird. I don't want to think about that or something. Like, I don't know what, they have in mind, but I think also just sitting and having the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, because, why not?
Yeah.
It's not, I don't think it would make things worse to sit down and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Some people, I just feel like you need to express how you're feeling rather than being like, I don't like this. I don't like. Just be like, when you do this, I feel this way. That is like such a beautiful thing, like a beautiful structure to like say, my response to what you're doing is this. Is that weird of me to feel that way, or do you agree with that?
Yeah, does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Instead of like you're doing this.
Yeah.
Because then they get defensive and then they go, nah.
It's
but they
more-
can't deny you feel a certain way.
Yeah. Exactly. Feelings
Like,
can't be disputed. The
They
way
can
you
say
feel is the
that
way
you
feel.
shouldn't, but then you can just go, well, I mean, I do. So
I hope that helps a
Yeah.
little bit. I think just
Yeah.
communicating, well, to talk to your husband or again your partner. I don't know your situation, but talk to him and see what he thinks, and hopefully he should back you up. Because if you feel like it's like walking on eggshells with your your in-laws, or you can't talk to them or can't get any help from them, that shouldn't be the case. So
yeah.
I know in-laws could be a little annoying, but not like that.
Yeah.
And before we go, Keon, would you like to try again?
What
One of
Pokemon
our commenters, Dered, asked what Pokemon type I would be, and you failed both times.
type? You would be a dragon.
No. What's my favorite?
Fairy?
Literally the exact opposite.
Dark.
Well, no, the opposite.
Oh,
would be,
I'm Ghost. I'm edgy.
no, which one was also introduced around that same time?
Metal
Yes,
or steel?
my favorite were
That's
always
metal. Yeah.
Metagross and Caesar.
That's bug.
Caesar's metal.
It's bug metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Caesar is metal.
So you'd be a bug type. Cool.
Yeah,
no, I
he's
would be
bug.
metal type.
Oh, because you want to be like, I'm
He's
metal.
a metal bug.
I don't know.
No freebie story, but we'll see. We'll see.
No freebie
We'll
story.
see after this. But that's the end of that stream, guys. Guys, love you all.
Whichever type Regigigas is. The guy who goes
Regigigas, I think is normal.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Then you got it right away. If
He
I
might
could
be-
be a
he might be-
legendary,
he might
that
be
is the
ground.
legendary
You
I
might
would be.
ground, or you might be ground type, or
If I could be a legendary, I would be that one. Just a
Yeah.
guy who's was just chilling in a throne for like a bajillion years,
Look, guys, I got
wakes
no
up
arms.
and immediately
Wait.
starts like
oh, you pulled the Flareon. All right.
Ooh.
Well, that's it, guys.
Flareon is my favorite.
Guys, it's her birthday tomorrow, so
E-I-E-I-O.
go ahead and do the closeout, you two.
All right, but that's the end of that episode and the end of the stream.
So, if you love us, make sure you subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.